Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you ready? TheBoxingVoice.com. Welcome to Las Vegas, baby. We taking over.
Ness Heyman.
Mr. Vegas, you are Mr. Las Vegas.
I get in every fucking shit. They want me there.
TBV presents a ring walk with Danny.
Ring Walk Danny.
Daniel.
Owen Bama. Only in America.
Because I fight for the people. I go for you and you and you. All them beautiful kids is here.
We turn a TBV into the Hot 97 of boxing.
Keep talking from Vegas.
You already know if it's a big fight, I'm pulling out. Chicago, we in here.
Man.
From the cotton fields of Alabama to the casinos of Las Vegas. Mama, I made it.
We up early, baby. The grind don't stop. Gilly the Kid ain't gonna be the only one around here doing big shit.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ring Walk Danny. This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio right here in Las Vegas. As you heard the intro, I'm joined alongside the one, the only Ring Walk Danny. What up?
What up? What up, champ? How you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm feeling a little bit better than you. I see you leaned into the cup. You thought you was at Blue Wire. My man was looking for the mic like, yo, what up?
What up, champ? Yeah, no, I'm just looking, champ. I've been looking. I don't know where Luis Reyes then went. He was in the chat all fucking week talking shit about Boston, and I don't know what happened in the city last night. They dropped the ball. You know, the Bears whipped the Patriots ass by 18 fucking points on Monday Night Football on the road.
But did you make a bet?
No, I ain't make no bet. And then hold on. And then the Bulls just pounced on the Celtics, whipped on them by 19, if I'm not mistaken. So Luis Reyes, if you out there somewhere, you know, if you out there, please come out of hiding. It is okay. You know, we are here. We are a family, and we will support you. Okay. But other than that, you feel me? Zach, I'm glad I went bald too, because it was time. Thank you for I'm going to take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. And yeah, champ, I'm excited. Fucking, you know, I saw that Boots interview that he did, giving his thoughts. We're here talking today, discussing his reaction to the Terrence Crawford versus David Avaneysan fight. And I'm going to be honest, man. I like the way he talks.
Who?
Boots.
Okay.
I like the way he talks. You know, cause I've interviewed him in person, and what I saw in the interview that we're about to show the people is something that I saw in my interview with him the times I've been affiliate. He understands the business.
Yeah.
He understands the business. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, but he also understands that
his whole team.
Yeah.
His whole team, because I was watching a Greg Hackett video, and, you know, he understood. You know, he's very knowledgeable with the way that he speaks about the game, you know, in terms of the business side of it.
Yeah, so that being said, I saw the interview, and, you know, I respect that. I like that he understands the business, and I'm going to be honest.
It was shocking. But let's obviously tell, look, what we're discussing is Jaron Ennis' interview with YSM Sports Media from Philadelphia. They get unlimited access with Jaron. If you want anything Ennis, this is the YouTube channel that you go to because he stays in that gym. And he conducted this very quick 2-minute interview with Ennis, getting his initial reactions to Crawford versus Avaneysan. And I just want you guys to hear this.
I'm chilling, man.
Chilling.
All right. News broke. Terrence Crawford pulled out of negotiations with Earl Spence.
Yeah.
And now he's fighting David Avaneysan. What's your thoughts on that fight?
I mean, we thought we was gonna get Spence and Crawford, but what can you do? That's still a good fight though.
Now,
are you shocked to hear him say that right there? Just like right there, just that part, like, we thought we was gonna get Spence and Crawford, but it's still a good fight though.
I think, like I said, when I heard him say that, that was part of he understands the business portion of it. You know what I'm saying? And then, as it played out, the rest of the 2-minute interview, it went to just further confirm.
It makes a sense. As it plays out, it'll reveal itself why he says what he says. But initially, I was shocked to hear that.
Yeah,
I didn't think that he considered Avaneysan a good fight.
So I had the interview playing. Phone is sitting down. I'm not looking at it. When I heard him say that, it made me look at the phone like, hold up.
Yeah.
So, I guess it definitely caught me by surprise, but I get it.
We're going to go back to the video from YSM Media, Sports Media, and once again, just want to give them credit and, hope they know that we're just using this for, coverage.
David Avaneysan is ranked, I think, like 6th or 7th in the WBO. Terrence Crawford is facing some criticism for skipping by Keith Thurman, yourself, Conor Ben, Virgil Ortiz for picking David Avaneysan.
Yeah.
Were you shocked that nobody else got a phone call?
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't think he was gonna fight him. If anything, I was thinking Keith Thurman. Like, if he wasn't gonna fight Spence, I thought he was gonna fight Keith Thurman.
Did you get a phone call about that fight or
For
that potential fight for Terrence Crawford?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I ain't getting no phone call. I would have took that in a heartbeat.
What's your thoughts on that?
Nah.
Not only did he say that he would have took the fight in a heartbeat had he been given the call, but that even though he feels Avaneysan is a good fight, he did think it would be a Keith Thurman, not an Avaneysan for Crawford if it wasn't going to be Earl Spence.
The Keith Thurman part didn't really surprise me because I felt like a lot of people felt Keith Thurman was, should that fight not happen, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, we're like, all right, who are these guys going to fight next, right? Keith Thurman was a name that was being thrown around a lot. Stenonius was a name that was being thrown around a lot. So the Keith Thurman part didn't really surprise me. And honestly, neither did the part of him taking the fight. He's said it and he's been verbal, and I like that. You get what I'm saying? I like that he lets it be known I would have took the fight in a heartbeat because should the occasion arise, it shouldn't be no issue.
Shouldn't be no issue, man. But when you're in this position, you usually say you'll take it, but then when that offer comes, you do have that built-in excuse of saying the offer wasn't right. They lowballed you, things like that. So let me get back to this just to wrap it up. Once again, shout out to YSM Sports Media out in Philly with the coverage.
Yo, Philly been killing it on the sports tip.
Now, David Avaneysan is a guy that you pursued for a fight. I think your dad said they later on they fight you later on.
Yeah, I was trying to fight him my last fight, and then they said they had needed a warm up or something like that, and they wound up taking a fight in like June or something like that, and then I don't know. So I don't know what was going on, but he was definitely one of the guys I was trying to fight to stay.
Oh, let me finish that. He says to stay busy.
Stay busy.
Now,
I hope you guys heard that and not me talking over it. What was your thoughts on that? You know, he was pursuing a fight with David Avaneysan. I don't even think that I heard these negotiations.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was news to my ears, you know, and that's good, right? Obviously, that goes to show that he is looking to move up those rankings. David, a guy in the rankings and things like that. So, you know, hopefully we hear some Boots fight news soon.
Well, if we go to Jaron Boots Ennis' Instagram, he definitely confirmed something last night. I was sent screenshots, so I'm going to hope that it's still there on his IG. And it's probably the story, so I'm screen sharing in T-minus now. And we're clicking the story. So this is 17 hours ago. He says, mood. Next one is new fight date. So this is the announcement. He does have a date. My question to you,
15 hours ago.
Is this Keith One-Time Thurman, who is shockingly quiet? Think about it. Keith, usually very vocal. May not fight that much, but very vocal. But he's quiet, and we know he's locked in. We know he's in camp. He's invited us, so he's not inviting us to look at him being fat. So you think Keith stepped up to the plate? Because
that would make sense.
Before you answer,
nah,
Earl is in negotiations with Amantis Stenonius.
And Stenonius, you know, it looks like he's up.
And Ennis goes on to say, I think in this interview or another, he's like, he would like to fight any champion with a belt. Crawford, Earl Spence.
It's this one. No, it's this one.
Okay.
Let it keep playing.
So he says he wants Earl Spence because he got more belts. Then he says Crawford. Then he even says Stenonius. But we'll go to that now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one.
You worked yourself up to be either number one and number two in practically every sanctioning body.
Yeah.
Is it frustrating seeing them basically pick past you to guys that, you know, they tell you to earn your way up to number one, but then they pick a guy that's at number 7?
I mean, I ain't really too worried about these other guys. I feel like everything falling right into place. For real. Everything falling right into place, right in line. And they're gonna have to see me either way, so it don't even really matter.
I love the poise, man. He's just like, he's focused on him. You know, it's crazy because you figure in these types of moments, you know, these young contenders, the desperation sets in. You know, he has just as many fights as Devin Haney, who's undisputed. So that desperation can set in and you can, you know, take risks that you're not supposed to take or do things you're not supposed to do, but he's idle. He's chilling. He's locked in on his career and, you know, whatever comes his way. So it's pretty impressive to see the maturity, but I believe that it comes from the circle. You know, the father, the brothers, excuse me, have a rich background in the sport. And, you know, he's around. Look at the people that he's around. If you see any of those Greg is it Hatchett or Hackett?
I thought it was Hackett.
You know, he's got an amazing interview. But every time we hear him speak, every time he's on this show, you know, you can just hear that knowledge. And we all know that Philly is deeply rooted in the boxing community. You know, when you think boxing, you definitely got to mention New York and Philly. Not to put New York before. I'm just saying, like, those New York, Texas, Cali, like, those are, you know, known hotbeds for this sport. But let's see if we can get to that part where he does say that he's in that he would like Stenonius.
What's the fight that you want next?
Anybody that got a world title, so that's Earl Spence, but even Stenonius, so it don't even matter who it is. Anybody with a belt, you know, I ain't trying to go backwards. I'm trying to go forward. Make a great name for myself and show these guys who the real best welterweight in the world is.
Statement. Show these guys who the real best welterweight in the world is. And this is why I'm saying that it would be unfair for Crawford and Earl to move up. I understand that they've both been in that division for some time. I understand that there is a big fight for Undisputed with Jermell Charlo above. But you know, you have a potential nemesis right here brewing. It's you really don't have to do anything. Like, you know, this is starting to sell itself. He's becoming his own celebrity in this sport and a threat in that division. To walk away from that threat, I feel like it's going to leave, you know, doubt as to what he just said. Who's really the best welterweight, you know? Floyd was there for all challenges, you know. Did he take on the Keith Thurman challenge? No. You know? Did Keith do enough? No. You can't beat Diego Chavez and think you're going to get Floyd. I don't think anyone's beat the level of a Diego Chavez and gotten to Floyd ever in the history of Floyd. Like, maybe McGregor, which doesn't count because of his celebrity and who he is in MMA. So that would be a poor man's argument. Like, it's hard to I was always a Keith Thurman fan, you know, man, for years.
Yo, but even
I
Conor,
would say he was the next Floyd.
Even Conor, and I understand it was a different sport, but in his sport, he was the first fighter ever to be, you know, the champ in 2 divisions at the same time.
Conor McGregor.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the man did great things in his sport, and
so it looks like we got Hustle Home, free chat in our community right here. He's just saying, why y'all not talking about Ortiz Boots? Because we know Ortiz doesn't want that fight. You know, we've interviewed Robert Garcia when he was the trainer. We interviewed Ortiz. You know, he's personally told us that he didn't want the Crawford fight. So if you don't want Crawford, you don't want Boots. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And separate entities, you know, Oscar is with Virgil, and in some way, even though we all know there's no paper sign, Boots is with Al. Like, those checks are coming from Showtime, and who pulls the strings on the Showtime boxing, man? Let's fucking be real. But I need you to pull the strings on this thumbs up button. So yank it or smash it, because we do need that algorithm to know that we're rocking out 6 a.m. in the morning over here on the West Coast, 9 a.m. on the East. We talking boxing. Plus, we got a call-in number if you want to voice your opinion on the Voice of the People hotline. We've been doing this for a long time. The number hasn't changed. 1-425-569-5241. Voice your opinion on Boots. Huh? It actually has changed.
I was going to say a couple times.
Throughout the years. But this has been
the number for several years.
This has been the number for a long time. I think before this, doesn't matter, but we had another one. But, yeah, we want your thoughts on Jaron's reaction to Crawford. Very mature one, unexpected, shocking in the sense that, you know, this was an opportunity to take a shot. He could have been like, oh, he ducking me. My man's number 6. I'm number 1 and number 2 and XYZ. You know, you should have fought me. I'm a bigger fight. I bring more money to the table. I bring more eyeballs. And instead, he was a truthful man and said that was a fight that he himself was seeking out. You know, I also did my due diligence and watched the interview on ID3 Boxing, or is it ID Boxing?
ID Boxing.
Let me pull that up. It should be in my history. And it is the manager. And I felt like it was necessary to watch this video because it's the manager of David Avaneysan. And he's just discussing how easy it was to put together the fight. And yeah, quite shocking because a lot of people think these guys are not gonna get paid. You know, there is even our own friends at the Spit Bucket. Shout out to the Spit Bucket podcast. Here's a shout out. He's wilding. He's got this Facebook page post, it's like fucking a dictionary about I got questions, you know, all types of questions, like promo, advertising, you know, just everything, like so many questions. So everybody is doubtful.
Did you get an email for the Marv Nation Cepeda Regis press conference?
No.
that took place yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So have you gotten an email about a press conference for Bud at all?
Why is Marv doing it?
No, I'm just saying.
Nah. And
I was told that the Bud press conference. I'm pretty sure
supposed to be
Blue
this
Blood.
week.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
next
saying.
week, I mean, but
No, I was told it was. I heard
he asked me for my email. I gave it to
Oh,
him.
okay.
The only person I received a email about this situation was from a known publicist, and I'm pulling that up. So they did hire this very known publicist in the game to, do the publicity on the Black Prime, and I did get a press release from them, who I've already been on
Right.
with.
Right.
And it has the information, the quotes, yeah, it's short and simple. Plenty of links, plenty of ways to buy the pay-per-view. But that's all that I've gotten from what I see. I can try this.
Okay. No worries, champ. Just something we'll keep an eye out for, to see, because I would like to, get some coverage.
Yeah,
of
that's
the
all.
press
We only
conference.
got one so far.
Okay. Well, let's get back to the ID boxing video.
Yeah.
Shout out to them for.
The company, putting up the money for this fight and will be streaming the fight. Neil, do you have any kind of knowledge as to who exactly they are, what involvement, if at all, you've had with them previously?
No involvement with them whatsoever. But they do have a person I've spoke to quite a lot, someone who's very well known around one of the old pound for pound stars. We checked him out. We've looked at the what let's say wool on the back. There's companies in the UK and different things, and they seem to have like quite a considerable amount of money to come into boxing with. So,
What's your thoughts on that? That's some new information we didn't know, and I hope that you guys are paying attention to all the information we're giving you. This is the manager of David Avaneysan, and he was very clear in saying someone in the company of Black Prime is a known pound-for-pound fighter. I'm assuming pass, because you're some sort of business partner. Who do you think it can be? And he said they have a company in the UK. And for those people thinking that this is some sham and that Crawford's not going to get paid, Frank Warren has something to do with this, because Avaneysan is promoted.
He's a Frank Warren fighter.
Yeah. And, the contracts came through Frank. Like, this guy is going to go on saying that he was talking to Frank and, everything checked out. So, yeah.
No, man, that's
I'm going to go ahead and put it out there because I know that people are.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to talk about it because I think it's pretty, I ain't going to say far-fetched. Anything is possible in this world. But I feel like it would be very ambitious and reckless of Daniel Kinahan, known crime boss in Ireland, who had ties to MTK allegedly, and definitely wanted to be involved in boxing and had plenty of big names shouting him out before shit hit the fan. But obviously you go through our chat, you go through Twitter, and people are feeling like this is Kinahan. My thing is, if you have a U.S. indictment, why would you be throwing rocks at the jail, right? Like, he got other countries he could fuck with. Why would you do business with a U.S. Black Prime? Like, I'm just saying, just to put it out there because you see it in the chat. I don't agree or believe that this could possibly be a Kinahan puppet is the words that I've seen in the chat. So, and for those reasons, right? Like, it just wouldn't be smart of a criminal to do business with the only country that's trying to seek him out. Like America's being nosy, trying to get involved and capture him. He's in a whole nother country and ran from a whole nother country. So it's like, I don't think he's that dumb. If that is dumb, I don't know. You seem not to have a thought on this.
Nah, I didn't even know. I had to go through the chat to see that people were.
Oh, it's all on Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter is where it's bigger because,
Yeah.
that's where more people congregate to talk boxing.
Yeah.
This is more chat. Twitter, you get, how many characters do you guys get over there?
I think they just doubled it
To 300?
280 or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah. No, man, look, it seems like Neil Marsh and Frank Warren have done their due diligence for their fighter, respectively, and David Avaneysan, and Terrence Crawford and his team have done their due diligence, on their end. And, for me, I don't be caring in the sense that I think new people coming into the sport is good.
Damn, bro, that's how you doing, Jack? Jack here every day. Look at that very unwarranted chat.
What is wrong with that?
You got to be on the live chat to get to notice and see what I'm talking about. The Boxing Voice on YouTube. That's youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Come join our live chat community. Each episode's getting roughly, damn, you deleted it? It's all right, man. He was just he was just playing, bro.
Yeah,
he's
but
here every day, believe me. Look, I'm telling you, and I just seen this. Is people thinking it? People are thinking it.
Yo, Optimus Prime, $20 super chat says, keep grinding, #TBV for life.
Oh, yeah, man. Speaking of grind, Danny, tell them all about our amazing Saturday experience.
Man, well, Saturday, guys, we will be in Glendale, Arizona at McFadden's Social House for the Jake Paul versus Anderson Spider Silva pay-per-view. Just steps away from the arena, right? And, of course, we will be doing the entire ESPN Top Rank card as well. We'll be hosting the live after party, and we will also be promoting our December 3rd show right there in Glendale that you guys can be a part of. Head on over to stagefrontvip.com/boxing voice, no THA, for an opportunity to win 2 VIP experiences for Chocolatito versus Gallo Estrada 3. VIP package includes up-close floor tickets for all fights. You get access to the official pre-fight party where we, the Boxing Voice, will be doing a live broadcast inside the AZ Blue Club in the Gila River Arena. So where the fights will be taking place, we're doing a pre-fight party. This is an exclusive stage front and matchroom party. So we're just the talent they brought in, right? So this isn't our party. This is stage front and matchrooms party. We're the talent that they brought in. We will bring David Benavidez with us. Jesus Ramos will be with us. Ramblin' Ralph will be with us. Showtime Sean Porter will be with us. So I'm looking forward to it. You guys will also have VIP access to the weigh-in. You'll have an opportunity to win autographed merch. So head on over to stagefrontvip.com/boxing voice. And as you can see, Ness, as I'm talking, Ness is damn near already filled out the form. That's how simple and quick it is. See, he's filling out like shit he don't even need to fill out because it's so simple. You know what I'm saying? So then, boom. You know what I mean? Bop, 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 bop. You know what I mean? Easy peasy. What's your prediction? And then you register. Just that simple.
Word. So go ahead and join. And listen, remember, even if you're not going, you want to sign up because you want this particular experience to be here for the next fight that you may want to attend. If this doesn't do well now, don't expect it to come back. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you're naughty on Christmas, Santa ain't dropping no gifts in your fucking tree, all right? But the number is open, 142-569-5241. If you want to press one, to go ahead and voice your opinion. We do have a little bit more audio to play and a whole nother video because did you hear Eddie Hearn's opinion on the David Avaneysan? Wow.
No, I have not, Nestor.
He went all in. But I am getting messages.
Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie. I am getting messages. What did they say? It looks like I have people in our pre-pro that feel maybe the secret fighter is Floyd Money Mayweather. My thing with that is, why would Mayweather be part of Black Prime and pay Crawford $10 million to walk away from a Al Heyman fight, which he's allegedly partners with? So that doesn't make sense
at all.
But he built his case by saying, remember that Floyd wanted to sign Bud, so I don't know, maybe this is some way that he signed Bud to a secret back deal network.
But,
don't make sense.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
It would have made more sense for them to announce Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford on Black Prime and say that they are leaving Fox and Showtime and going to their own app. And hypothetically, Black Prime is the equivalent of DAZN, and they were going to put all their fighters there. But that isn't what happened.
Yeah, far from what's going on.
Let's get back to this Neil.
Told you, $5 super chat says, is King Boots and Ortiz pay-per-view ready? And Team David got hit up Thursday and was chosen. No one came out saying they got hit up. Bud a duck.
Yeah, no one did come out and say that. Only one that said they even hit up more than one person is Blue Blood, who is the, alleged spokesperson for Black Prime as of right now.
Yeah.
I welcome them with both fans. Whatever the background is doesn't matter. What I mean is whether they've done boxing before or whether they haven't. That doesn't bother me. Whether they're from making Coca-Cola to McDonald's, it doesn't interest me. The fact is for us, it was a good offer. The opportunity was better than the offer, and it's up to us to contractually protect David like we would against anybody. And you do the normal things like make sure the money's in safe accounts the week before the fight, etc. And that's it, really, mate.
So that's the last part I wanted you to hear, just because that is the most unfortunate piece of news that we learned. With a brand new entity like this, I would have wanted a upfront deposit on the guarantee. So you saying I get a guarantee of 10 mil? I mean, put 2 million in escrow right now. Don't wait till a week out of the fight to put the money in escrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go do a whole camp based on I'm getting 10 mil, and I don't know if I'm getting 10 mil. Now, don't get me wrong. We don't know who this pound-for-pound fighter is. It could have been Lennox Lewis. They said they got a company in the UK. It could have been Kawasaki. Anybody that made Crawford and Bomac feel comfortable. Any pound-for-pound fight. It could have been Roy Jones. But once you see a familiar face, and that familiar face is telling you he's the money.
You know what I'm saying? You're getting out of shot.
Once that familiar face tells you he's got the money or he knows that the money is there, you might feel a little more inclined to accept the offer. So we do need to find out who's this pound-for-pound fighter that's behind this company that Neil Marsh, the manager of David Avaneysan, seems to feel comfortable with. Again, the only piece of information that I got out of there that I didn't like is I'm waiting to the last week to see that money in escrow. But I guess I could do the same thing that they're doing, which means wait the last week to see that money in escrow if that pound-for-pound fighter is Mike Tyson. If that pound-for-pound fighter is someone that I trust or that I believe in or that I'm comfortable with, that I've had interactions, then, yeah, maybe I can trust him. Okay, they saying maybe it's AJ. But why would AJ make an app called Black Prime? I mean, I guess so. I could see that. But
I mean, I don't think.
Why wouldn't he? No. Why he can't go against DAZN? He's a partner with DAZN. AJ's the wrong guess. He's a partner with an app already. He's not. He just was out there in the UK doing this whole thing for DAZN. Did you see it? Yeah, he just had this whole thing. Him and Joe McCroskey, like, select. I want to say like maybe 200 people got to do a Q&A with AJ and Joe McCroskey from within the company. So you're wrong on that. He's definitely not going to be, again, this is like a backdoor deal. You can't suggest guys like Floyd and AJ who already have deals with networks, because then you're like fucking shitting on your connect, man. Your connect's like, oh, bro, I've been blessing you, and now you're getting work from someone else.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, that's a guessing game, bro, because it legit could be a pound-for-pound fighter, like, bro, from the 60s and 70s. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Ricky Hatton. Was he ever pound-for-pound?
See, and that's, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, pound-for-pound, and whose eyes? You know what I'm saying? Because what if he was top 10 in
it said he works, but I don't know what he's saying. What do you mean he works? The company works with a pound-for-pound fighter. That's what I understood. That's how I interpreted it.
That's how I interpreted it.
That's how I'd interpret it. I do now want to at least play a little bit of this one, because my man's be going ham hard right here.
Oh, Eddie.
He's quite funny, man. This guy, though, Neil, I didn't play the whole interview because I don't know ID boxing like that. Shout out to ID boxing. We have no ill will or intent. Shout out to your hard work. We just wanted to give our listeners a little bit of the facts. But Eddie did an interview with Fight Hub, and, man, it's titled, "No One Wants to See Crawford-Avanesyan."
In times, the fighter's expectancy of how much money they should make in a fight is not real life, and the problem with Spence Crawford is, and I've said it for a long time, to us, to people in boxing, it's a massive fight, but to the general world, it's not as big as you think it is, right? So therefore, the money these guys want is not necessarily achievable, and if it was achievable, trust me, the fight would get made.
Do you agree with that? Do you think that it's the fighters wanting too much money?
I think that, you got to think about it, Crawford coming in. And
I seen a tweet. I'm not on Twitter like that, bro. So I don't know who this guy is. He follows me. He's got a lot of followers. A lot of people follow him that are in the business. I never heard of him. And the reason I went there is because, fuck. Shout out to Haradin.
You seen the tweet. You ain't really on Twitter.
So sad.
Eddie Hearn. This fight ain't as
I'm
big
gonna find
as,
the tweet.
as
I feel like I don't, but I'm wrong, because I was about to say Phil Jackson, but it is a Jackson. But Phil's like that basketball player,
the coach.
So that ain't it. But there is a Jackson. Rob, I know you know. The dude's got mad followers on Twitter, man. Where's the Jackson tweet? Give me his Twitter so I can find his tweets and show y'all the tweet I'm actually talking about. Fucking bitch.
Yeah, you just stop the interview to go to a tweet that you can't think of.
What did Eddie last say?
That the fight ain't as big as people think, and that they're asking.
That's right. So the Jackson tweet, whenever we find it, we'll find it in screen share so you know who said it. He's saying he heard that either Crawford or Earl, so I don't want to misquote the tweet.
That one of them
asked for $20 million. Shit got hella retweets, so people know who I'm talking about. Like the number of Ray Jackson, there it is. See what I'm saying? Like, you can't escape this shit. This shit is real life out here, man. I never heard of this dude, so I'm not saying he's not nobody because I didn't hear him, because, I'm not on Twitter.
The first one.
Where, this one?
Bro.
This one? You know him?
Yeah. I don't know him, but I feel like he got, mad Twitter accounts.
Oh, really?
I feel like, not mad, maybe 2 or 3.
This is quite a lot of people that I know, and that tweet, and again, look, maybe he's not telling the truth. But it is something to make us think. What the fuck? Ray must not be a journalist. Let's be real. Where is the fucking tweet?
Oh, shit.
What, he had more? I didn't even see.
It was worse.
Oh yeah, he got some. Oh, no,
Nah,
that's a
nah,
VPN.
nah. Keep going, keep going,
No,
keep
no.
going, keep going.
Oh wow.
It was, bro. He had something in there. It was like after the first one.
No, I know, but I'm not in the tweet mentions no more. I went to tweet, but man, where the fuck this motherfucking shit at?
LV Slugger, $5 super chat says Eddie just hating as usual. He had no problem paying.
Well,
Mikey
look.
$7
My
million
man
after getting
screenshotted it
whooped
for
by
me.
Earl for 12 rounds.
I couldn't find it, but someone screenshotted it for me. See what I'm saying? Like the world is watching. Send me that link, Benitez, so I could screen share because I don't want to you know what I'm saying? Put it out there. People think it's me. I need this screen share real quick because that makes you think. You know what I mean? Like, is Crawford asking? Now, I don't know. This dude has a big fish
in his
avatar.
bio?
He got a big fish avatar in his bio, so it's like, do we believe
They
him?
said, Ness, Ray Jackson been on Bud's ass for the longest.
That's what I'm saying. So do we believe him? Is he making it up? You know what I'm saying? But this is your tweet. And here it is, right? So click to start, and it says, Terrence Crawford is delusional. He wanted $22 million guaranteed to fight Spence. They got it to $15 million, and he still didn't sign the contract. So then there was this one, and he says, I'm still laughing at Crawford for asking Al Heyman for $22 million to fight Spence. Fighters don't even ask for that ridiculous price fighting Canelo. I just don't believe. I don't know that I can believe that Crawford would ask for $22 million. Did he ask for $22 million on a 3-fight deal, which is like 7 point something per fight? Maybe. Sounds about right. Sounds about fair, especially when you consider you was getting 6.5 to fight Porter, non-title off a loss. I mean, not a loss, but a win off of Melo, but a loss off Spence. So it's like, if you could get that.
I mean, one non-title, but had his title.
Bruh. That's what I'm saying. The dude
defense.
you was fighting was non-title. Like, he didn't bring nothing to the table.
Oh, well, I mean, when you say non-title, you make it seem like it was no belt on the line. But yeah.
So all I'm saying is you fought Porter for 6.5, no belt. Know what I'm saying? He was more viable right now, like more of a threat than Thurman is considered right now.
Absolutely.
So if they give you Thurman for 7, you should be grateful.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if that was true, I don't think Crawford was asking for too much. To get 7 for 3 fights, 7 each fight, when you already know his guarantee has been 6.5 for the last fight. He's had 4.5, 4.8, 3.4s, $1 million bonuses. Yeah, see? XX straight G or Stratus, man, you're fucked. He says the same thing. $7 million per fight is a decent deal. So I don't know if this guy was right or wrong, but even if he's right, I don't think that that's a bad deal. Like, again, you got 6.5 for Porter. Once you cross the street to the BBC, that shit is the real world over there. Like, you got only lined up next is Earl, Ennis, Thurman, and who else? And Stanonius.
So
those are all real fights.
So somebody's saying that his source was War a Week Radio.
Okay.
So
and how'd they get it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with them. Never heard of them.
No, because everybody gets an interview. I mean, look, we got information yesterday from a local Dallas radio station where Earl gave that information to. So, you just never know. You don't know where it's going to come.
Word.
We do know it was a 3-fight deal. There was plenty of reports. That it was a 3-fight deal that he turned down.
Well, there
remember?
was one report.
Who's the report you talking?
The
kid
True
Hearn school?
Sport, yeah.
Nah, wasn't someone else reported a 3-fight deal?
I'm pretty sure we just looked it up the other day and we only found one.
No. I'm pretty sure you looked up 15 million the other day and you only found one. I'm pretty sure Coppinger reported on a 3-fight deal.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong, but they're listening to us right now, and you guys, I'm sure you're following us just as much as us, and you can tell us, have you seen Coppinger, Rayfield, Ioli, Keith Eidig report?
Damn, bro, the chat saying that the dude just a fanboy, a Bud guy.
Possibly.
I mean, a Spence guy.
Possibly. Like I said, you seen his avatar. It's got the Big Fish logo on there. But that doesn't mean that because he's a fanboy, the information is false, especially if they're saying that he sourced it from someone else. That's a radio show. We don't know what interview that's coming from. And I'm just bringing it up because of the traction
that it's gotten.
Yeah, if you go to if they send me the actual tweet,
that's definitely, bro. I've actually seen. There's been like boxing Twitter so crazy. Yo, they've had
look. That shit had 809 likes.
I hear you.
108 retweets. 21 fucking quote tweets. That's 21 people that grabbed that, talked about it with that still in its context.
I was just trying to tell you that they got dude like boxing Twitter so funny, but there's like list of like the top boxing accounts on Twitter, and his account's always one of the.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. If you're interacting, you're interacting. If you're getting attraction, you're getting attraction.
KDDR $2 super chat says this surreal. Fish has fake reporter hit pieces at Bud.
What?
I don't know. Mike Williams $5 super chat says give us Truth versus Boots, Thurman versus Stanonius, Colbert versus Martin. It'll sell. I mean, it'll sell.
We need a poll, man. What's the poll for the day? Do you know?
Who does Boots fight next?
Yes.
He put fight date soon. Who does Boots fight next? Who does Jaron Ennis fight next? And for anybody who wants to call in, voice their opinion, the number to call in 425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here.
Yeah. So we can't put Stanonius because he's in negotiations with Earl.
Well, no, you gotta put him.
Nah.
What if they do
Nah.
win a fight, boom? Because think about it, it could be.
Get your water, man. They can't hear you. They can't hear you, man. Get your water. They cannot hear you. Nah, man. He tripping. There's no way you could put Stanonius on here for Boots if it's already on Coppinger's fucking Twitter that Earl is in negotiations with Stanonius. So ain't nobody in their right mind going to fight Boots when you got a deal with a 3-belt champion on the line. It's just not, it's not even, shit don't even make sense, bro. Like, so that's off the table in terms of Stanonius. Now, what else? I mean, obviously, the first name we could put is Keith Thurman. We know that's an option. Keith Thurman. Who else on that PBC side? Let's pull up our trusty boxingvoice.com website where we have all the rankings listed for you nicely. So you just click the rankings tab. Got to pay the bill, so you got to close the ad. Then we go down to the welterweight division where you got the Ring Magazine, WBO, IBF, WBC, and WBA listed champions all in order. So Earl is busy with Stanonius, the number 6. Crawford is busy with Avaneysan, the number 8. So Connor is waiting results. Wow. Ugas isn't here in Vegas. I haven't heard that he's back. I don't know that he is available. Yeah. I got fanboy Ennis fans hitting me up to how can you say Stenonius is off the table? Because no one is stupid. Stenonius has a Richard Schaefer. You think he's going to fucking turn around and fight a beltless threat in boots instead of taking whatever deals on the table for a 3-belt champ? Avaneysan's manager just said that the money was good, but the fact that there was a title shot was better because it's difficult to get Avaneysan a title shot. If it's hard to get Avaneysan a title shot, how difficult is it to get Boots a title shot? You're going to sit here and say, put Stenonius. Listen, let me do this. You do what you do. Maybe Butayev off a loss? I don't like it. I don't like it. I know Fundura's not going to take the risk, and he just fought. Gabriel Maestre, he was out here in Vegas, but I felt like he left. So I don't know that he's ready. Michael Fox just lost. Kavalaskis just won. It's too quick a turnaround for him. Honestly, I don't know. I wish it would be Thulani Mbenge to get a shot, but I don't know. You think he's going to keep fighting in the IBF? Would it be a Cody Crowley? Did Cody take the fight? Now, I don't see him in Vegas, but I don't know where Ibn Kaysen actually trains these guys, so maybe that's why I didn't see him. Alexis Rochas with Golden Boy. It's got to be Keith Thurman. Nothing else makes sense. But I will put Cody on our poll. He is with PBC. That could be a possibility. Sounds strange for it to be Butayev. I don't know. It cut out twice. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. Oh, Rashidi Ellis. Rashidi Ellis. Okay. Wow, is he not ranked or something? Did we not see him on these rankings? What happened there? Wow, he's not in anybody? Okay, he's number 14 on the WBC. So we got 3 names so far. 3 names so far. We need more, fellas. We need more. We need more names, fellas. Blair the Flares with Golden Boy. I don't know that they're going to do that, bro. Remember, Espinoza used to be Golden Boy's lawyer, and he obviously turned his back on Oscar and, went with Al. It's going to be difficult to make that fight, fellas. I'm trying to do realistic things here. Not fights you want to see, fights that can actually happen. Yeah, I still see people putting Blair the Flair. Shout out to Blair. I wish it were that easy for him. Yeah, so we've pretty much run out of names. I'm seeing Blair, the Flair, a whole bunch. Butayev, a whole bunch. Yeah, so this is what this super chat is very interesting from Told Ya. Wow, he just stopped everything in its tracks, but I'm going to try and find another name so we can elaborate on his a little better. I don't see any Boots big fights happening cross promotion, meaning Virgil or Connor, meaning Showtime and DAZN. I don't see that happening. So I'm going to have to, against everything in me, I'm going to have to put, I'm going to put Maestre. They've at least fought Maestre on PBC, and he left a sour taste in people's mouths. Maybe they want to get him beat. I just can't believe that it would be Butayev off a loss to Even though he hasn't been out in a while, it would make sense to get him back out. But why would Boots and his father take a dude off a loss? It ain't going to prove nothing. I'm not going with that. I'm going with these 4 names. The poll is out if you want to participate in the poll. We appreciate your participation. You know, knowing how you guys see things and want things is very informative, not only to us, but to the secret listeners of the show, because you know they watching. So we got Jay that says, did y'all hear about December 17th date for Earl versus Stan in Dallas? No, we haven't. That 17th date, that was a Tank date, but now they're saying Tank is going to nah. Earl don't do tune-ups, and Boots gets nothing out of that fight. Stop sending me these weird names. Come on, man. I fucking love Luke Santamaria, but he just lost, I think. Like, I don't think they're going to give him that fight. Where is Luke? Is he even in the rankings? Luke Santamaria is not, wow, he's not top 15 in any of these. They're fucking wilding. But that's because he ain't been able to get a win. Who's the last person to beat him? Damn, Luke ain't here for real. I'm going to go to Mike, and he fought him. That's crazy. Santa Maria got 3 losses. Last loss to Jesus Ramos. It just, none of this makes sense. You know, these guys you're mentioning don't make sense. Like, why would he want to fight these dudes coming off losses? Y'all got to make better decisions. Optimus Prime, fat ass $20 super chat says, keep grinding TBV for life. We appreciate you, man. We got Told Y'all, who says, is King Boots and Ortiz pay-per-view ready? And Team David got hit up Thursday and was chosen. No one came out saying they got hit up, but a duck. $5 super chat from Casual Boxing Fan. He says, what's the bet on this weekend's fights? I got some kitty I can flip. Sidebar, if Spence walks through Boots, watch how quickly they say he wasn't ready. You right, possibly. LV Slugger, Eddie just hating as usual. He had no problem paying Mikey $7 million after getting whooped by EJ for 12 rounds, but Bud is an undefeated #1 pound-for-pound fighter. But Mikey is proven to sell, man. Mikey's proven to sell. We got KDDR7989 with the 199. He says, this surreal fish has fake reporter hit pieces at Bud. Huh? Okay. Mike Wilkins, $5 super chat, says, give us Truth versus Boots. Thurman versus Stenonius. Who's this? Colbert versus Martin. It'll sell. Mike Wilkins, Boots versus Mean Machine or Ellis. But that's the thing. Mean Machine just fought. No way he could turn around. When do you think Boots fights? If it were to be Mean Machine, who just fought, what, a weekend ago? Didn't he just fight?
Yeah, like a week or 2 ago.
Exactly. So what's the fastest Mean Machine could get back in there to fight a Boots? Damn, Mean Machine not in the top 15?
Number 10 in the BC.
There he goes. Crazy. So what's the fastest he could turn around, you think?
I mean, he could turn around by the end of the year.
So him and Boots, what? December 17th, undercard of Earl? He just fought, 3 weeks ago, damn near. 2 weeks ago, you know? On the October 8th. Mean Machine is 23, 18 KOs, 23 wins, 18 KOs, 2 losses by KO, 1 draw. Those KO losses come to Terrence Crawford and Virgil Ortiz Jr. It would be a good common opponent for Boots. So, but we didn't put that on the poll. We didn't put that on the poll.
No, we did not.
We tried to put realistic names within the PBC realm.
What the fuck? Oh, my God, bro. How do you not put Stenonius?
Because Stenonius is in negotiations with Boots. With Earl. No one is going to say, nah, I'm not going to fight for 3 belts because you're offering me XYZ. I'm instead going to fight the beltless threat. It just is not logical. None of you guys can give me a logical argument to put his name there. Like, he will not walk away from Earl to fight Boots. He might walk away from the Earl deal. It won't be to fight Boots. That's not. I want to bet. Whoever want to bet.
They both just submitted. You feel me, to fight Earl. Maybe
exactly.
The sanctioning bodies come together like, nah, fight each other, winner face Earl. You know, that's a possibility. Keith Thurman is a big financial fight. So maybe they say, yeah, look, Earl fight Keith, Boots Stenonius, winner, you know, they final, you know, that they get the Earl shot.
Bro,
both just asked
bro,
for.
Richard Schaefer is in control of Stenonius' career. Like, stop talking crazy. We talking about a dude that put on some of the biggest fights, like Canelo Mayweather, fucking Danny Matisse. You know what I'm saying? He is not about to serve up his only shot at money, okay? You don't invest in a fighter, put him in fights, get him to a title shot only to have him fucking fight a boogeyman for free. Like, what you think, they're going to give him $10 million? He's going to make his fucking money back because he fought Boots on regular TV? Bro, stop it. You guys are tripping.
So you think the other possibilities is more realistic?
Fuck yeah, bro. Coppinger is reporting that he's in negotiations with Earl, man. And Earl ain't stupid. You think he gonna fight Boots, or he gonna let that marinate and be a bigger fight so it could be another nemesis if he can't get a Crawford? He ain't about to fight Boots next. Man, and if he was about to fight Boot next, believe me, Boots won't be the one having the permission to fucking post it on social media. Y'all tripping, man. A-sides are A-sides. Told y'all.
What you talking about?
Okay. Told y'all, $10 super chats. I did research. G. Logan Paul has Prime drinks. But Canelo and Floyd have investments in Silicon Valley Investments. Black lead investors. But Floyd is lead investor. PBC looking for an app. They gave Bud David. So the conspiracy continues, and somehow Floyd is a private investor in the Black Prime app, and so is Al, I'm assuming, and they sent Crawford that way to test the app. If you're going to do that, why not just put the fight on the app and force us to make the app, to buy the app? You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you just announce Crawford Earl, we're more likely to go to that app than you announcing Crawford-Avanesyan. Like, that's the wrong marketing plan. Yeah, it definitely made a splash, and we know what Black Prime is because of the fight. Don't mean we're actually going to download the app and watch the fight. Now, if you would announce Crawford Spence on this app, I'm sure we'd have got downloads and streams. But shout out for the $10 super chat. We got Matt Ben in Kansas City, $5 super chat. He says, Boots versus Blair or Ortiz, Tank versus Thurman. Tank beats everybody anyway. I still want Tank Thurman, but it looks like Tank is not doing anything like that, and he's going to stay within the realm of his division. We'll be talking about that at 12 o'clock from the Blue Wire studio at the Wynn Casino, so check us out there. Do we have any scheduled guests for that episode?
Don't believe so.
Well, don't forget, ladies and gents, we do have our Discord open if you want to call in and give us your opinion on this. Let us know who you think Boots is going to fight, since he did announce on his social media. We do have a poll. Jaron Ennis announces fight date soon. Who is he fighting? Keith Thurman, 37%. Cody Crowley, 28%. Rashidi Ellis, 26%. Gabriel Maestre, 10%. I just hit that thumbs up from 160 to 161, making it look right. You should do the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's the morning, future, or even tonight. Smash that thumbs up button. It's going to help the algorithm with the show. It's going to put this show in front of other people, and it's going to, get more characters and callers on the live. Now, don't forget, we're doing a beautiful giveaway. It's absolutely free. Matchroom announces its new ticketing deal with Stagefront, and Stagefront is in collaboration with the Boxing Voice, so we get the opportunity to give you 2 VIP experiences to the Estrada Chocolatito 3. It's going to be VIP packages, which include either floor seats or ringside seats, depending which ones you win. Plus, you get access to our live fight party, where we're going to be doing pre-fight hype. You get signed merchandise. Plus, you get to meet Eddie Hearn, who is a scheduled guest by Matchroom to be there. We, the Boxing Voice, are bringing about 5 people with us. We got Sean Porter. We got David Benavides. We got Jesus Ramos. We got Michael Carbajal. And we got Ramblin' Ralph in the building. So head on over to stagefrontvip.com/BOXINGVOICE to sign up absolutely free. All right. Do we have any callers on the line, either on Discord or Blog Talk? Looks like Sauce Talk.
We definitely have callers on Blog Talk.
Talk to me, Sauce Talk, on Discord. What up? Can I let him in like Nelly?
Yo, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what up, y'all?
What up?
Ain't nothing, man. Listening, I'm inside working right now. I ain't try to make it quick. Boots, his fight, who he should fight. I don't know. Thurman or Ugas makes sense for Boots if he wants a real test. Taking anything less doesn't make sense. He needs somebody who has fought in the championship at the division. He don't need nobody less than. So either Thurman or Ugas. And far as that Black Prime thing, I don't know. It could be either Mike Tyson or Roy Jones over there with a relationship in the UK. You know, if you want to go the conspiracy route, I could see how somebody would say Floyd, because if you look at it, it's almost like, you know, this is the tryout for Terrence for the Spence fight. Like, if you could sell X amount of pay-per-views, then we know we can give you X amount of money on a fight. So I think it's all tied in together. Like I said, everybody's up in arms and picking sides over bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We are the promotion of this fight. Don't fall in the traps. And salute to you, Ness, for beating the shit out of C-Dub yesterday when he was talking that shit about Bud need to do what Devin did. Like Bud ain't put the work in, or like he don't, and like he's somebody that never undisputed before, never been a champion in another weight class. You can't say a man has to take a deal like Devin did just to get his shot when he's already been in the game and got all his skin in the game. What else y'all talking about?
Nah, man, just Ennis reacting to the Crawford-Avanesyan, the fact that he announced the fight date, and, you know, going through Eddie's reaction to the Avanesyan, and, you know, we showed some footage of the Neil, who's Avanesyan's manager.
All right, I'm not going to fuck around with Eddie. You know what Eddie is. He's just a hater, just like all the UK callers and people that be back there with us. They find a way to hate on everything American. Meanwhile, you know, the Britain side ain't doing too good either. But far as him responding to Crawford, and I want to call somebody out in particular, Mr. James Benitez. He said something to me on the back call on the chat yesterday. Why Bud ain't picked Boots? Well, if you do remember, when Virgil Ortiz turned down the mandatory, it went to Sean Porter. It went to purse bid. Now Sean Porter is the mandatory. And isn't it a thing within all the sanctioning bodies? After you take one mandatory, you're allowed a voluntary after that, right?
Yeah, more than likely, but not if another sanctioning body has their mandatory due. I don't know the particulars.
No, but it was the WBO, and that sanctioning body made Sean Porter the mandatory after Virgil Ortiz turned it down. So if you want to go by the rule book, I'm not trying to shoot nobody no bail here, but he doesn't have to take a tough fight right now. He is obligated to take a voluntary. So everybody killing him, and meanwhile, it's Spence who's in a bad spot because Spence already paid Step Aside 2 times. Let's not look at who they fight and all this other shit and who you like. Let's look at the business side of it. You pay Step Aside money to Stan Jonas 2 times. You have to fight a mandatory. Might not be the IBF.
Hold on.
Might not be the IBF, but it might be. It should be. It's going to be the WBA.
Bro, when did
either
he
way
do
it
that?
goes,
You calling in
go ahead,
lying?
Daniel.
When did he do that? When did Earl Spence pay Stanonius Step Aside twice?
that didn't happen for him to get the unification title shots?
No, how could that have
He
happened?
never paid. They never paid step aside money to Stan Jonas. Is what you're telling me.
How
So
could Earl?
what I've
How could
read, what I've
Earl?
heard, and what I've seen is a lie.
How
Is
could
what you're
Earl
telling me.
have paid money for a belt he never had? How was he paying step aside for a belt he never had?
Step aside. What are you talking about? You're paying step aside for your mandatory. You're giving your mandatory step aside for you to get a title shot.
Ugas had that. Ugas paid the step aside.
I'm not talking. He paid the step aside.
Of course, he's the one that held the belt.
I got you. He paid the step aside for the WBA. I got you.
Correct.
And now that he has WBA, he is mandatory. But either way it go, the IBF, which is probably going to fall in sync with the WBA, and go ahead and give it to Stan Jonas. But the fight should be Boots, and Errol is in a pickle because I think he has to fight the mandatory now. And Bud doesn't, because Bud already fought his mandatory. You know, when's the last time Spence fought a mandatory? I'm not trying to kill a man or nothing. You know, it's a lot of shit going
Danny
on.
Garcia was
with
his
people
mandatory,
just picking
bro.
sides for nothing and talking shit about a person when they don't have all the facts. That's all. But man, let me go. I gotta finish up and get in these streets. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, I guess he didn't hear me when I said Danny was a mandatory.
So he went mandatory unification. Oh wow.
No voluntaries.
Oh what? Who we got? We got some callers on Blog Talk, Ness.
Oh yeah?
Some callers out in the 901.
Let me double check who on the line. If you want to call in, you can do so either by calling in 14255-6950-241 or joining us on our Discord community. Canna, can you put that in the chat, please, as I go to the 901? Is it Jamal? Yes, it is. What up, Jamal in Mississippi?
Can y'all hear me?
We hear you.
Shout out to Boxing Club, man. I mean, yeah, the Boxing Boys, the Breakfast Club of Boxing. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all do y'all thing in the morning. But, man, so y'all really believe, have y'all been keeping up with Keith Thurman? Because I'm a fight hype head. I be on there watching their videos. This man do not want to get in the ring with no young, hungry, lion like Boots. He want champions. This man, he don't want Boots. I can tell that from his interviews he do. Like, yeah, he'll say it, but come on, how much they gotta give Keith Thurman to get in there with Boots? That's my thing. That Keith Thurman. I can realistically see more so Boots I have getting in there, even though he just lost. He's still a good fighter. Like he's not a tomato can. He's not a walk-through. He's a little dirty, so it's like experience in a way. I can see that. Like it's still gonna be points for Jaron, because I don't think he's gonna knock him out in the first round. I'd be surprised if he do. You know, and you know, I get Danny Ennis and talk to Thurman and shit, so that's not realistic. But I don't like how I be hearing y'all like talk about Danny Ennis like he just like a tomato can if he fights what's his name, Earl. Like Earl ain't gonna walk through Danny Ennis, bro. I'm sorry to let y'all know that, but
you crazy.
That ain't no tune up in my opinion. In my opinion, that's not a tune-up. The boy can fight a little bit. So on the Ugas trainer, Silas said he's not coming
could
back
Danny fight a little bit?
And you talking about Danny Garcia? I mean, guys make fights, bro. Like honestly,
Ugas who became a champ? Could Ugas, who became a champ, fight a little bit?
Man, is Ugas a B+ fighter or
okay? What about Porter? What about Porter? Could he fight? Could Porter fight a little bit? That two-time champ, could he fight a little bit?
That's who showed me who Spence was. But what's happened to Spence since then? Spence has had an eye surgery and a car crash.
So you saying beating Ugas? So you saying beating a champion and unifying after the car crash means nothing to you?
Fighting the mandatory you were supposed to fight. Fighting the mandatory you were supposed to fight before your car accident, right after your car accident. That don't mean shit.
I never said he didn't look impressive. I'm just saying that Spence fight was who showed me. I mean that Porter fight was who showed me who Spence was. Like that was my favorite Spence fight. But I'm just saying that was my point I was making about the Ugas. His trainer said he's not coming back till early next year anyway. So
Okay.
he did damage to Ugas.
Yo, you
I'm
know,
not
you
saying,
know who I thought? You know
no,
who I
that-
thought of? You know who I thought of after I did the poll?
Ooh.
Mario Barrios, and he's out here training. I ain't fucking think of that. You think
See, now that's
think
a good-
Barrios
that's
got
another
the
good
balls? Yo,
one. I like
if
Mario.
I ain't gonna front, if Barrios get in there with
Hey.
Boots, after getting in there with Tank, after getting in there with Thurman, not
Hey,
only is he
stepped to
crazy,
Tank,
but
he
goddamn, he crazy.
Man, that dude got some cojones without talking. He got
Man, you
balls.
gotta
I
win a
believe
fight,
Mario
man. I don't give a
Crowd-
fuck about your cojones, man. You gotta win a fight. Like, you can't just be getting in there recklessly getting
True,
bodied.
that's true, but he don't get walked through in my opinion. Tank didn't walk through him in them 6 rounds.
Get the fuck out of here. Tank beat him up better than Thurman.
Tank didn't walk through him.
Man, you tripping. I was
Man,
there.
yeah,
Tank
he
had my
did,
man
but
doing cartwheels, bruh. He did cartwheels.
Let me say this before y'all cut the call. I like the Rashidi fight and I like the Cody Crowley fight. I like both of them. So, who you just said? Barrios, Rashidi, Crowley, and Busayev, man. You throwing him under the rug too early. Like, I like him too. So
Nah, he
boys,
got a loss,
get in
man.
there with Jaron, man.
He got to get back to the tie. You can't
I
get a
hear
shot
you.
at the mandatory challenger off a loss. That shit don't make
Man,
sense.
I hear you. It was a competitive fight.
And he
It was a
dirty.
competitive fight, but I
And
hear
he
you,
dirty.
man.
He shouldn't get no motherfucking throw him no bones. He dirty. He always fighting
Hey,
dirty.
you right. Hey, we don't support dirty fighters, man. You right. Shout out him, though.
Word.
Shout out Tom. I appreciate the call, though.
For sure.
I appreciate the call. Swift, up next. Talk to me.
Yo, it's crazy. It's such a disadvantage for my dudes out here. Who's Swift? He up? Swift jumped off. CYP, talk to me. Or Rowan, whoever Canna brings on.
Adrian Rowan, talk to me.
What's going on? What's going on? I don't know, man. I know you don't like that, but I was saying Barrios because he's a common opponent with Keith Thurman. So when he gets his ass knocked the fuck out, then they can compare it to the fact that he gonna do it better than Keith Thurman, which would line him up for a possible fight with Keith Thurman or put the other champions on notice. It's not really fair to Barrios because I give him zero chance to win that fight. But I think as far as the business concerned, common opponent and getting your road to those belts, I think that's one of the ways to go to guarantee that you're going to get the road to the belt because who really thinks that Mario Barrios is going to beat Boots? Keith Thurman couldn't even stop him, really, right? If I remember correctly, didn't they go all 12?
They did, yes.
So they won all 12. So all Boots need to do, and what he's shown is, knock him out. If he knocks him out, then Keith really shouldn't avoid him, right? That would set up a fight. Keith would have to look at the fact that he came up and did it better than him and would have to prove that he can still take, on the young up-and-coming guys, since it's pretty clear that Earl is not going to give Keith Thurman a shot. And I don't necessarily see Crawford giving him a shot, depending on how all this plays out in the next year or so. Because obviously these guys are going to fight, twice a year? So we're looking at a fight at the end of the year here now, and then we're looking at 2 fights next year. So I really think that even if it's not Mario Barrios, but that type of guy, I think you need to find someone who's a common opponent with somebody else to put yourself in position. And I think that's one of the best ways to do it. But I do agree with Ness. Mario Barrios got balls, but he been taking a lot of damage and a lot of punishment. But I think for the sake of the sport and the welterweight division, as far as being an up-and-comer trying to get your shot at the title, that's one of the fights that you could take that would prove that you belong up there at the top.
I don't like it,
Go
bro.
ahead.
Like, you're gonna have a dude coming off 2 straight losses or 3 straight losses. Like, it don't make sense for Boots. Like, he ain't gonna get no credit for that.
But listen, he is going to get credit if he does it better than Keith Thurman. I'm not saying he gets credit for being a monster or being whatever. What I'm saying is if he performs better than Keith Thurman against Mario Barrios, that puts Keith Thurman on notice. To me, if he goes and gets a fight with Keith Thurman afterwards, say that happens, obviously we're talking hypotheticals, and then he goes and beats Keith, then they can't really duck him. I mean, he's right there.
I hear you, man.
I mean, logically it makes sense as far as I feel like the politics and the road and whatever, but I see what you're saying about him coming off 2 losses. Who gets credit for a guy that got knocked out by Tank in a smaller weight class?
I mean, Pitbull Cruz is having a difficult time. Some people giving him credit for the best guy, for the best win over Gamboa, and some people saying Gamboa was washed. So it's like now you putting Boots in that situation. Oh, you got the best win over Barrios. Yeah, after Thurman beat him and Tank bodied him.
Right, but Tank bodied him, right? So, that's the only way he can look bad if he doesn't body him. But listen, Thurman didn't body him. He went up to 147 and Thurman didn't body him.
I mean,
Thurman who used to be, a one-punch knockout artist. I'm just saying if he knocks
I just don't think he
him
dropped
out,
him but I mean, from what I saw before I fell asleep, it was smooth sailing.
And listen, I'm not saying it wasn't, but come on now, a knockout win compared to a wash, a knockout win is always going to stand out, and it's going to put it on notice. Because do you think that Keith wouldn't fight Boots if he sees Boots knock Barrios out? You think that doesn't become an interesting fight, and it also is a bigger money fight? You know what I'm saying? Like Ennis versus Thurman. That'll probably be Ennis's biggest payday yet, right?
For sure.
That I'm just following the money, right? And what makes sense is if he gets the Thurman fight and he beats Thurman, I think it's hard for we'll just say in the worst case scenario, Spence moves up because he can't make the weight anymore, and that leaves Crawford in the division, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does Crawford not take that fight then? You know what I mean? To me, it puts him naturally in a position if he can get those. He takes care of Barrios, which we all know he'll do, but he does it better than Keith. Keith gives him a shot, right? He goes through Keith, right? If he does, that puts him in position for a Crawford. I mean, how can you deny it? Because then if you duck him in your Crawford and you choose not to fight him, it's not going to look good for you if you're staying in the welterweight division. And we'll say by then, Crawford's undisputed.
Man, fight the winner, man. Fight the winner. Fight Thurman.
Fight
Thurman.
So that's how I'm looking at it. Like that's the road. I mean, I think Boots is going for greatness, and I see that, and he's a young up and comer, but try to get through a Thurman, try to get you a Thurman fight. Make that relevant. Beat Thurman. That's a big money fight for you. It's a big name on your record because Thurman's only lost to Manny Pacquiao. If you beat Thurman, you're in the ranks. If you really think and talk about it, like you're in the ranks with a Manny Pacquiao in a sense, because the only person who's beat Thurman is Manny Pacquiao. To me, it just makes sense. It's a clear road. He's not going to get what he wants right now. It's a clear road to getting what he wants. It may take a little bit, but you know how it is when the young generation is up and coming, and you still got and I'm not going to call them the old guard, but you got the guys who are up there, and established, got the belts, and are picking and choosing who they want to fight with. You got to put yourself in position. You have to maybe fight some lesser opposition or take what we talk about with like Floyd Oscar. You got to take less money and put yourself in a position to be that guy. And that's what he's doing. And it seems like he's the type of guy who will actually do that and not worry about the money. It seems like he's worried about greatness. Because if I'm correct, wasn't he on the show in an interview with you guys talking about
Ronald Finkley, Vermont, what up?
Yo, top of the morning, TBV. What's good? What's good, Ness? What's good, Ringwalk Danny?
What up?
Yeah, man. I like this poll, man. This is a good post. Because you got like two really decent ways that Showtime could probably save their platform. You have the high risk, which is not really a high risk for somebody like Boots. It's a 50-50. because he can they could pay Keith Thurman what he's deserving of in that fight. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, Showtime could pay him what they think it's worth, and these guys need to go at it on Twitter or something. I like Boots, but he's too humble. He got to get in there and talk some shit to Keith Thurman, and then you got the Rashidi Ellis one. I like that one a lot. That's like to me like the most technical, like the one that paid that could save Showtime too. Like, cause everybody's gonna be tuned into that speed versus skills and speed, man. That's crazy, bro.
Nah, I don't
like
know
those
about
two matchups
that.
real
I mean,
well.
that's a diehard. That's a a hardcore fight. That ain't no big fight.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure everybody would tune in for both of those matchups, ring walk, Danny. You know what I mean? And that's just how I look at it. And that's what it is, man.
Nah, I hear you. I'm
Peace.
just you talking about saving Showtime. That ain't no big fight. And,
Well,
that's
where they
diehard.
at, though. I think that's where Boots is at. I think that's where Boots is at, though.
Nah, for sure. I think they probably throw that on a co-main to Earl or something, on pay-per-view.
Well, is he even fighting, though?
Yeah, I mean, he in negotiations.
Hope he is. With who?
They saying Stenonius.
All right, yo. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's a good fight, too. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope they make that fight before the year's out. Peace.
All right, champ. All right. Hopefully you right. Hopefully you are right. Let's see who we got up on Discord. It seems like we got
believe he said
BX Don.
Yep.
BX Don on Discord. Talk to us, champ. BX Don on Discord. CYP on Discord. All right. Looks like that's a no-go.
BX the Don. CYP.
Yeah, I think it's fucked.
We hear you.
Y'all hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I hate to get off topic, but this shit bothering me, man. This nigga Paulie is just trying to defame Devin. Now, we all know, well, we should know this, what the interim title does. Interim title is awarded to the eliminator. He's first in line for the vacant title. This is exactly what it says. The WBC, however, has begun awarding interim titles to the winners of final eliminating fights, effectively significant a mandatory challenger position for the full world title. Recent examples include winners of Dillian White, Oscar Rivas, and Devin Haney versus Abdulayev. Now, how the hell could Luke Campbell surpass that in Lomachenko, who's the champion, not even ranked in WBC? The way you do that is the same way they did it when AJ fought Vladimir for the WBA title, when the mandatory was Luis Ortiz. They had a deal with Luis Ortiz that you step aside, we'll give you the winner. That's how it works. He agrees, boom, we know what happened. He got played too. Now it comes to Devin Haney. He agreed, he stepped aside, he got played too. But Paulie's trying to flip it to the world and make it seem like that was never the case. And Devin Haney never wanted to fight Lomachenko, and Lomachenko never ducked Devin Haney. My man, I hope you're listening. We are tired of you being involved in black business. If you can't speak the truth when you speak about black fighters, quit talking about them. There's 100,000 Europeans, 100,000 Eastern Europeans you can talk about. If you don't put no respect on our names when you talk about us, quit talking about us. We sick and tired of your little jealous ass. You best known for getting your girl took by a dude who can't even keep women. CYP out.
CYP, appreciate the call. AMG on Blog Talk. Talk to me, champ. Yo.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yo, good show, guys. I just think it's funny that I think Boots should temporarily change his name to Hot Potato. Because that's basically what both Spence and Crawford fans are doing. It's like, well, Spence should fight him. And then Spence is like, no, Crawford should fight him because of this. The reality is that neither of them are going to try to fight him because he's too much of a threat. Earl rather face Ennis, and Crawford rather take number 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Whoever's ahead of Avaneysan. He's taking the path of least resistance as well. So I think they're both pretty much doing the same thing. And they both should take some heat for it. But yeah, Boots, new nickname, Hot Potato. That's my call.
All right, they passing him around. That's what he's saying. Nobody wants to take that turn. We got some super chats.
Okay.
We got to get to Mad Ben. I think you said it, but we're going to do it anyway. Boots versus Blair or Ortiz. Tank versus Thurman. Tank beats everybody anyway. We got Truth in His Word. Okay, shout out. Amen. He says $2. Who fighting better competition, Errol or Crawford?
Yeah.
Earl.
Yeah, I'd say Earl.
Best dad ever. $2 super chat says Boots versus Blair on the Tank versus Ryan undercard. Yeah, right, but I like it. Mr. Michael New York. Crawford versus Avaneysan not on BoxRec anymore. Do you think there's a reason for it to be taken off as the next, or is that common for it to be removed? I mean, BoxRec isn't anything to do with the promoters and managers, so, you know. Casual Boxing Fan says, I'm telling y'all, he fighting Barrios. Let me hit up my contact, man. Fuck all that shit, man. Gonna find out right now.
Excuse me.
We gonna find out right now, but I'm gonna refresh this. Have you subscribed to the YouTube channel? Do you know that we're trying to get to 1 million subscribers and only you can help us get us there? Right now, we seem to be on 684, excuse me. So we still need about 400 though, man, because you win some, you lose some. So if you could get 400 people to subscribe and take us to that next level of 158,000, which puts us about, you know, a little bit closer to 1 million, we would appreciate it. For real, for real. Danny, what you got pulled up there?
I don't know, champ. I'm looking for, I was looking this, right here. Computer was freezing on me. Swift, 813, talk to me.
Mic check, mic check.
1 2 1 2. What up, champ?
Mic check.
We
Yo,
hear
what's
you.
up, gang? Good day, fellas, man. How y'all doing, fellas? Tuesday morning.
I'm good, champ. How you feeling?
How y'all doing this Tuesday morning? You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, champ.
Yeah, man. I'm 10 toes down, man. I can't really call it. Bet, man. Loving the topic today. You know what I'm saying? Boots definitely deserves some shine right now. Your hot topic in the boxing world. But my man, called him a hot potato. We finna call it what it really is, man. Boots is the new welterweight boogeyman, dog. We gotta label him a new boogeyman. Yo, nobody wants to fight this man. None of the top welterweights right now want to fight Boots. Everybody literally had an opportunity to fight a Boots, and nobody took the calling. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the breadcrumbs, bro, is gonna lead you right to the goal line, dog. It is what it is. But I just want to give a shout out, Boots. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he get a good fight. We don't need no Barrios fight. That should do nothing for him. The Barrios is a dude from a smaller weight class coming up. He's been knocked out at 140. He's been beaten up at 147. We don't need that. That does nothing for Boots. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Ain't really too motherfuckers out there for Boots. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to see him still sitting on the sideline waiting for his shot. So hopefully somebody, you know what I'm saying, of good boxing pedigree comes out to play, you know. And yeah, man, you know, hope everybody having a great day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got too much on the top today. Just want to lend my voice out to the people. I want to say shout out to all my brothers in the boxing community. You know what I'm saying? Hope they're having a great day. Hope y'all fellas have a great day. Shout out to the GOAT, Ness, Ringwalk Danny, Bo, Michael. And yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all keep the grind up, keep giving us this A1 news y'all been giving us. And that's what's up, man. It's my call, man. Y'all have a blessing.
All right, champ. Appreciate the call. Appreciate the call indeed. Let's see who we got next on Blog Talk. Y'all know the number to call in. 425-569-5241. Press 1 time. We got JT and BX the Don on Discord up first, though.
We got James Payne if you want to go to him right there on.
Right
yep,
here?
Yep.
Boom. James Spain on Block Talk. Talk to me.
Yo, what's poppin'? Top of the morning, TBV. It's me, the ambassador of the great state of Tennessee. It's your boy James P-A-Y-N-E, Mr. Lethal himself, and you know like I know. The best part of waking up is TBV in my cup always, man. Shout out to the alumni that made this slogan world famous, really. Man, special thanks to the Boxing Voice ranking system on theboxingvoice.com. You know, my little shameless plug right there. But yeah, man, y'all did the work so niggas like me don't have to. And so as I was evaluating the welterweight division, something that I noticed is that the couples is looking mighty bare man after the top of the division. You know what I'm saying? And we got a standstill at the top with this undisputed situation. Two men are holding it up. Then they playing musical chairs with the guys under them, but it's not many names that they can reach for. I mean, it's just top heavy. And I think it's time that the welterweight division gets a refresh. If we were playing a video game, old school style, I think we need to hit reset on the division. But all you Boots fans, I did want to offer some positive perspective for you. It's not doom and gloom. I listened to the interview that y'all put on this morning with Boots. And one thing that I can say, if he bides his time, which won't be much longer, I think that he will reign supreme at the welterweight division because I don't see anybody in this underclassman list that will do much of a challenge for him if he is the goods like everybody says he is. So I think that he's well on his way to being the king of the welterweight division, and I think the other guys are preparing to pack their bags and go north. So we'll see what happens with it, but I just really appreciate y'all continuing to do the excellent work y'all do, the research, the interviews, the analysis, and the constant debate that we have on the back call because Arn sharpens on, and because of those back call brothers, I do feel like they better equip me to be a better debater as I take this knowledge out into the world and continue to hone my craft in this boxing business, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all know what it is, man. It's the illest, trillest, dopest boxing podcast in the entire galaxy. If you don't know where you're at astrologically, that's the third rock from the sun. I am James Payne Lethal, the blue collar bully. Memphis, Tennessee, stand up. Nashville, Tennessee, stand up. And I'm out here.
Hey, James.
Dollar, you feel?
James, let me ask you: has your Achilles or whatever? What did you injure, and are you healed or what?
Man, I done been training the past 3 weeks. I've been in the gym pretty much. I ain't gonna say every day, but 5 days out the week. The past 3 weeks, I'm not 100% like I'm braced up like Stone Cold Steve Austin on both of my legs, but I'm putting in major work, and I've been going gym to gym out here in Nashville, man, really putting in work, getting my face back on the scene, on the local boxing community, and just working with different coaches and picking up different tools to incorporate into my tool bag, trying to get my conditioning up, just trying to get my strength up, because it's literally been over a year since I stepped foot in a ring, so it's all type of rust and all type of just things that I see that I didn't used to struggle with, but I mean, man, you know, at 40 years old, it's like I'm moving different, and it's very frustrating. But I'm just trying to stay cool, stay calm, and you know, keep my head in the game and keep putting in the work, man. Because if it's one thing that I know for sure, it's that hard work beat talent and hard work beat bullshit. So I'm just trying to do my work, do my part, and hopefully one day I'll feel more confident, you know, as far as doing what I was doing and continuing my mission. Because for those of y'all that don't know, and my first attempt at stepping in the ring is when I suffered this catastrophic leg injury, and it set me back a year in my life, man. And it also, you know, head along with every other thing in my life. My entire life changed. Every aspect of my life changed from this shit. So you never know what happened when you step inside them ropes. So for all you guys that want to do border wars and all you guys that want to be amateurs, want to be pros, make sure this is my advice to you. You ain't got to listen to what I got to say at all. But this is my advice to you. Make sure that you are fully committed to your boxing craft and making sure that you're doing what you need to do to be the best that you can be. If you on the couch every day and you just want to go to the gym 2 days out the week, or if you're looking at YouTube videos of a motherfucker boxing and you think that that's going to give you what it takes for you to step into the ring, you tripping, dog. You smoking dust or you doing something. You out of your fucking mind. You have to really dedicate yourself to do that if you want to do that. Because once you get inside them ropes, anything can happen. You don't know what's going to happen. You think that you're going to come out the way you go in, but the truth is you never come out the way you go in. So you go into it with the mindset, you do the hard work in the beginning in your count, and the fight is always easier than the count. So just bust your ass, and you'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? And protect yourself at all times, like they say, you know what I'm saying? So that's about the best I can put it on this. I don't know if that answers your question, but yeah, man, I've been in the gym, I'm working hard, but I'm moving different, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't stopping me from putting in bad work, man. I'm busting my ass tonight. I just ain't been putting up no footage because shit, man, I don't like what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to work the rust off.
All right, champ. But thank you for the update. I actually wanted to know where you were at because Border Wars is back February 25th, 2023, right here, Las Vegas. We got the venue locked in, so we're just gonna start to build our card and give ourselves plenty of time. It's about 120 days now. I think yesterday was 121 days out. So it is official. I am back to doing my Border Wars. Actually, it's 123 days. So we did take a year off. We had a lot going on this year, so it was difficult to get one in for this year. But February 25th, 2023 is the date. Border Wars is back without a doubt right here in Vegas. It will go on. No cancellations, nothing like that. Now, I know that some of you, I see Vega, but you have to understand that the attempts at Border Wars this year was other guys trying to get it off the ground because they knew that I said no, right? So I told people I'm not doing it this year with everything that we got going on with the studios and Blue Wire and moving to Vegas. I just didn't have the time. If someone wanted to step up and, be my front man, do all the legwork, I was willing to do that. So people attempted, and they quickly realized how difficult it is to do Border Wars. But the biggest thing is always the venue, making sure that the location not only allows us to have people there to participate and be spectators, but also are down what it is with what we're doing. So it's been a long time. We'll have full commentating, full streaming. We'll be giving out awards and belts to the people that deserve them, as well as merchandise. A lot has changed, so expect this Border Wars to be the biggest Border Wars ever. Expect to see Info Joe back being your ring announcer. And who knows? Maybe we get the rematch with Danny and Matt now that they 100 pounds lighter.
Right. Yeah, Steve in the UK already saying, here come all the call-outs for Danny.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said it for a few months. Y'all know my price.
How much is your price?
$10K.
Oh, so you pricing yourself out.
Bro, that ain't pricing
You pricing
myself.
yourself out,
that ain't
man.
pricing myself.
Who the hell's going to pay you $10K to fight?
I'm a public figure now, champ.
Yeah, but you got
to
to get on a Misfits card to get paid $10K, bro.
Nah, that's a cool 25. I need a quarter for that.
Yeah, new Border Wars. Absolutely new Border Wars merch from FTWR. Absolutely. Winner shirts, without a doubt, will be coming. But, yes, I just wanted to announce it. It is official.
Hardin Ring Girls.
Absolutely. Hardin Ring Girls. And the location may change. It will still be here in Vegas. But, I got some conversations with a location that I would love to do it there, because they let us smoke. I'm not saying Bones won't let us smoke. I feel like maybe Bones will let us smoke. Definitely we could smoke outside. Bones' location is probably just as good, except that
It's
the
smaller,
other one.
I feel like.
Exactly. Except that the other one is bigger and is more prepared for events.
Absolutely.
They got the vendors and all that stuff. So we are working. It is happening on the 25th. It is happening. So yeah, man. Just wanted to say that. But let me see who's on the line here. We got the phone lines lit. Looks like we got did we ever get to that 909? Yeah, that was James, right? So we got Stainless. What's up?
6.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Oh man, I ain't been on Block Talk forever. I just thought I'd try something different. But I'm on my JP shit today. I just got on the show. So what we talking about? I know it's boots, but what specifically?
Yo, you said what specifically?
Yeah.
The fact that he reacted to Terrence Crawford fighting David Avaneysan next, and his comments on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of gotta agree with you. It sounds like the young man becoming that boogeyman. So, I mean, more power to him. Fortunately, he got time on the side being a young man, so he can wait. That's the name of the game at 147 right now. It's a waiting game. So, hopefully, he can get something going. Until then, I'm gonna just have to be a fan or whatever. Come on. I mean, he's starting to get to that status where it kind of don't matter who he fights. He's just gonna be excited to see him fight. He's doing the right thing, calling out the right people. So he's doing everything he should on his side. I'm happy to see that he's starting to get some of the notoriety, you know what I'm saying, that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to the future from this man. Also, I am not competing in Border Wars, but that's my birthday weekend. So I'll definitely be out there with y'all cats. You know me, y'all need a judge or anything else, just let me know because I will be there. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up, share this and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBB for life. They're on Patreon. This is stupid. Shout out to El Camino. Peace.
All right. We got Green. What up?
Yo, y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Man, had to hop on here. Shout out to Boxing Voice, man. New wave, you know what I mean? I just had to hop on here though, man. Like everybody talking about like how is Boots the boogeyman of 147? When you ain't been fighting nothing but a whole bunch of guys that's old and can't make 140 no more.
I mean, he only fighting them guys.
Am I wrong here?
He only fighting them guys because it ain't the top guys not taking the fight.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure you guys being boxing savants, you look at the rankings for the sanctioning bodies, right? Besides the Custio Clayton cat, which I don't know if they went and got him out of a halfway house in Canada or whatever the case may be.
Why, you never heard of Castillo?
He ain't ranked with none of the other guys that's on. I heard of him, but I mean, come on, Canadian boxing.
I mean, he beat Lipinets and got robbed.
You think he beat Lipinets?
Hell yeah! You ain't think he beat Lipinets?
Nah, I didn't. I think he landed the cleaner shots. But I mean, it all depends on what you what your fancy is. I mean, we can agree to disagree. You feel what I'm saying? But I mean, other than that though, I mean, like his whole record is just littered with them guys like Delorme, things of that nature. So I'm like, who's like, if you ain't fought none of the stiff competition, even in none of the sanctioned bodies, the top 10, like who's really scared of you? I mean, of course, okay, he's flashy, got the skills, he can switch, slick, he rolls with the punches. He gets hit with a clean shot, he'll take it. But let's just be honest. Like if he gets in there with like a killer, that of the essence of Bud Crawford, skill for skill. Okay, we can go box. You say okay, skill for skill. They may match with. I guess you could say he's got the advantage because he's younger. But I mean, me honestly, I don't think that means anything because Better Beav is 37. He's smashing everything that he touches. So I don't really use the age factor in there. But other people that analyze the boxing landscape put it in there. But
when you fight somebody like a Terrence Crawford, a fight's gonna break out. I don't when the fight breaks out, all the skills and stuff is gonna go out the window. So it's gonna be a test of will, and I don't think he'll measure up to it. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't. So people running around saying, "Oh yeah," and then Buzz ducking because he's fighting Avaneysan. Like people forget, Virgil Ortiz was supposed to fight Avaneysan for the WBC title eliminator, and he pulled out of it and he chose McKenzie. He pulled out of that fight, chose to fight McKenzie. So Avaneysan, who's on a 6-fight win streak, he pulls out of it. And then, like I said, everybody watch it because a lot of people saying, "Oh, I don't know who Avaneysan is. Who is that?" If you actually pay attention to boxing, then you will see what he did to Josh Kelly. Beat Josh Kelly so bad he moved up to 154. So it's not like he's some type of pushover.
I mean, Josh Kelly was never good. You know it. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
No. I agree. I agree with you, Ness. I never thought he was that good, but he smashed up a prospect out of the Olympics. So, I guess he had the credentials, to give him a little bit of, resurgence in the welterweight division. But Virgil Ortiz was supposed to fight him for the WBC eliminator. So I guess that's how Keith Thurman kind of got moved up there, if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah, man. I don't know how Keith got in there after beating Barrios, who came off of laws. But listen, let me get to some other callers. We do appreciate it. Looks like on Blog Talk, we got Rel in Detroit.
Yo, good morning. I just want to touch on the topic today. Boots Ennis. I just want to say that Boots is a hungry prospect, man. I like him a lot. But when we talking about title contention and who next up against Errol Spence, I truly feel like the WBC mandatory comes before the IBF mandatory and Keith Thurman, just because Keith Thurman has more champions on his resume, and his resume is identical to Errol Spence Jr.'s. I'm not saying that Ennis don't deserve a shot at the title because he's definitely next up, but Errol Spence not going to risk it against him. Keith Thurman not going to risk the fight against him. So, I mean, it's good we keeping Boots relevant to show that he in the fire, but I'm going to say Keith Thurman. And people keep putting Keith Thurman down because of the Barrios fight and he didn't get the knockout. But the way I see it is, he came off a 2-year layoff after taking a loss to eight world division champion in Manny Pacquiao. He came back off the layoff and completely dominated in boxing. His technical performance against Mario Barrios was amazing. I mean, yeah, Tank got the knockout. Tank, the younger fighters, the hungrier fighters. Tank got way more to prove, and he had a terrific knockout against Mario Barrios. But Mario Barrios is also undefeated. So to come back into the ring against Keith Thurman and get knocked out twice, I bet you that was the biggest part of his training camp, was to survive against Keith Thurman. He survived, but Keith Thurman beat his face in, and that was off the 2-year layoff. So I guess what I'm saying is, before Bud Crawford was the topic of 147, we had 2 welterweights that everybody wanted to see, and that was Errol Spence Jr. and Keith Thurman. Well, I'm still there. I still feel these two will put on an electrifying fight. And moving forward, Errol Spence's career, if he don't take this fight with Keith Thurman, it's not going to be the same. It's going to look like he ducked one time Thurman. Recently in one of his interviews on Fight Hype, it was,
bruh, how can you duck someone? How can you duck someone that's behind you? How can you duck someone that is beltless and it's not even in position? Like, I don't know what you mean.
Well, right. He is beltless at this time, but when we talk about who is champion first, Keith Thurman unified.
Bro, but what are you talking about? Like, listen to the stance you're taking. When we talk about who was champion first, who the fuck talks about that? Who even brings that up? Does anybody say, well, Mike Tyson was the youngest? Like, who gives a fuck? Nobody cared when Tyson or Wilder won their belts. No one cared when they won their belts. We only cared that they defending their belts. Like, that don't make sense. Who cares that he used to be champ? You know how many
Right.
dudes
And
used
we
to be
talk
champ?
about- There we go.
Hello?
Yeah. So, are you still talking? So I was just gonna say that at the end of the day, Errol Spence Jr. has to fight Keith Thurman because everyone we claim his greatness against Keith Thurman beat while they was undefeated. And I just feel like this is a fight that has to happen. If Terrence
Bruh.
Will Crawford and Errol Spence not
Bruh,
happen, which is
Mosley
not happening.
beat people. It don't mean that he's still good. Like, why don't y'all get the fucking phrase
let
old
me ask you
spades? You can't be talking
you
about
don't wanna
old
see Keith
spades.
Thurman
Don't
versus
nobody
Errol
care that he beat Porter 5 years ago. Don't nobody care that he beat Keith or Danny 4 years ago. Like, how you still talking about this 2 days in a row? You still talking about old fucking wins. Then you make an excuse for his new win. Why he couldn't look good. Why he
speaking
didn't
on
do what he was supposed to do.
Speaking on the topic.
How you speaking on the
Well,
topic? The
coming
topic
off
don't
the
say
2 year
nothing
layoff,
about
I say-
Thurman.
I say he
Topic
got
don't
great
say
talent.
nothing about Thurman. You over
Right,
here being
Jimmy.
an extra Thurman fan trying to bring him up, and the topic ain't got nothing to do with him. He ain't taking no boots fight.
It's a welterweight division.
He ain't taking no boots fight. He ain't taking no boots fight. Is he taking a boots fight? No, you sitting here capping. You sitting here capping, trying to make a way for him to get an Earl fight. How you gonna say that? How you gonna sit here and say he deserve an Earl fight based off old spades?
Because he beat a Barrios coming off a knockout loss.
Nah, I deserve to marry her because I used to date her. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Chill, man. Chill. Like, y'all gotta talk boxing, not this weird.
What's wrong?
That's some
If you don't like my
fanboy
opinion,
shit.
I gotta have a problem.
It's a fanboy shit, bro. My man not even fucking, like, what'd he do? He fought a dude who moved up, who started his career at 126, and you couldn't
All right,
knock
let
him
me ask
out.
you this.
22.
What has Jaron Ennis done on his resume that's better than Keith Thurman for him
He
to
the
fight Errol
mandatory.
Spence
He
before
the
Keith Thurman?
mandatory.
He put himself in mandatory.
He the mandatory,
position.
not
Simple.
Keith. No, Keith is not. No,
When
Keith
did
is
hold
not.
on, hold on, hold on,
No,
hold on,
Keith
hold
is
on,
not.
hold on, hold on,
No, Keith
hold
is
on.
not.
When the WBC order that? When the WBC mandate that?
They don't gotta order it. We know that they just did they mandatory with Danny. This man just don't know what he talking about. Go practice.
You go to BoxRec right now.
Go
and look at the number
practice.
one contender
Go
is Keith
practice.
Thurman.
Go practice.
BoxRec.
Go practice, man.
Yo, he sound like
this not how
who
you-
was
this
it? Who
not how
was it
you
the
do
other
it.
day? Who was it? Was it Frank Warren? He sound like Frank Warren the other day. He sound like Frank Warren the other day. If you go to BoxRec, everybody goes to BoxRec. Oh man, we
What's so funny
appreciate the
about that?
calls, yeah. Yo,
All
because
right,
that's
bro.
not how the fuck you mandate fights. That's
we
not how the
gotta-
fuck you get in position to be mandatory.
Yeah, we gotta go, bro. BoxRec is in a ranking system, bro. You gotta learn that if you're gonna be doing a podcast. You can't be giving false information like what you giving. But it could be considered a narrative. So maybe that's your narrative that somehow Thurman deserves anything in the welterweight division
and
without having
honestly-
doing anything. He didn't even fight a welterweight. His comeback fight's not even versus a welterweight.
It's against a.
But you talking about he deserves a shot at 3 belts. Like, and then people say, I am biased. This was my guy. I'm the one on record. They could find it on record, me saying he's the next Thurman. So I should be saying this delusional shit that y'all saying. Y'all got to get off Thurman nuts, man. My man ain't even had a legit fight in I don't know how long. Shit retarded. Tim in Washington, what up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo. Hey, you guys, first of all, thank you for the show as usual. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hey, first of all, I hate to change the subject. Dude, sorry, my ear is pressing the thing. But what do you guys think about the Tim Tszyu versus the Jamal Charlo fight?
Yeah, he ain't fighting Jamal.
Jamal.
Oh, he's not?
It's Jamal.
Oh, fuck
yeah.
that. Hey. Oh, yeah, I'll just confuse me. I've been awake all night and everything. And I'm on a couple of painkillers because I threw on my back. So,
Damn.
by the way,
Hope you
TVD
feel better.
Universe, I will also not be at the Border Wars either. Hey, Hey, how can we make a Super 6 lightweight and a Super 6 welterweight tournament?
In a video game.
Is that possible?
Yeah, in a video game. You gotta wait. You gotta wait till the undisputed boxing game comes out.
I don't know. I was just gonna try to make you guys king of the world. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro. I mean, I'm not
trying
to be a dickhead. I'm just saying, like, you know.
A dick about what?
No, because you asked like, how can you make that happen? I'm like, bro, the only way you can make that happen is in the video game.
Or with a group of investors that, you know, same way the World Boxing Super Series was just done.
But the World Boxing Super Series didn't even have the best, like all the best guys in each one.
But you know why? You know why? Because managers and promoters always try to keep their guys out, but that tournament was paying better than anybody else was getting paid in that division. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't
That's why I'm saying, Ness, you should be king of this shit. I'm telling you. But hold up, before you guys hang up on me, because I'm and now. What do you guys think about the pro box with Roy Jones and Mike Goldberg and Paulie Malignaggi and Antonio Tarver? You guys like that or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've been doing good. Like the podcast, putting some decent fights on.
Yeah. Well, you guys are better. Trust me.
Oh,
yeah,
we know
thank
that.
you for letting me crash your show for. Thank you for letting me crash your show again. I appreciate it.
No worries, bro. No worries. We appreciate you. We got New York Bullet that says maybe Boots versus Ramos, hands up emoji. We got Pocket that says Brooke fought Spence when Spence was his mandatory. I hope Spence fights Boots. This is sad. Props to TBV on your passion and knowledge. Shout out Pocket, but Boots ain't actually the mandatory just yet, so, you know, he hasn't done anything he ain't supposed to do. Let me see who's this. Any callers on Blog Talk, Kenna?
I mean, he meant on Discord and on Blog Talk.
Caesar Giannis, what up? Border Wars back, bro, in Vegas. I better not hear no excuses. And you single now. Putting all your business out there.
Damn.
No reason to duck. No reason to duck. Single. You ain't got the kid no more. And it's in hometown. You ain't got to travel. You duck and you are a duck.
My kid ain't go nowhere.
What? Your kid? Yo, the mom always got the kid.
I feel you on that. Hey, and that's what I was gonna bring up, man. I was gonna say, man, me and Danny could be sparring partners. We train together. You know what I'm saying? Vegas all the way. Let's take over.
Let's do it, baby. Team
What's
Vegas.
Good?
Yo, it's crazy. I was telling Ness, and Ness used to tell me, he's like, bro, he's like, I can't imagine myself without the gym, blah blah blah. And bro, now that we ain't got the gym, I'm like, fuck, bro. Yeah. Like, cause this whole fucking weekend, I just been thinking to myself, like, if only I could do something to lose a little bit more from Mexico. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to lose his gut a little bit. But yeah, man, if they send me, I mean, I want to get back training anyway, so.
Exactly, yeah. So when I seen the post yesterday about Border Wars being back, I was like, fuck yeah, but that's exactly the same thing I thought. I was like, well, fuck, but they don't have the gym no more. So I don't know how it's going to work out, but I mean, we'll figure something out. We got to get together, man.
We got Bones Gym.
Training.
We got Bones Gym, and then I got another gym. It's just fucking far, bro. But I know they'll give us that gym, too. It's just far. But we got gyms for sure. There's more gyms. That's the most thing there's out here is gyms. I'm sure Bobby Santos will let us train in his gym.
Word is born. I was gonna say it's fucking bro. I've been in Vegas 7 years. There's gyms I ain't been to yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we got spots, man. Don't worry about it. Just stay close.
With Danny talking about he needs 10 stacks, you know, because he's a public figure. Now I figured since Conor McGregor, being as big as he was, came over straight to the Floyd fight, I figured Danny can come in the Border Wars straight to. I mean, he already had a Border Wars fight, but he can come in straight for a title shot against BDG. I mean,
yeah, I would hope Eddie. I would hope Eddie is willing to fight, being as though that his hometown. And you're right, I didn't think about that. You know, I was trying to make Eddie versus Chino from Wisconsin for the chubby weight title, or rematch with Mex, because I was watching that fight yesterday, and that fight with Mex was actually fucking fire. But you know, I get if Eddie
Yeah,
wants to move on to something else, I understand. He won definitively, so I'm not forcing a rematch. I'm just saying, like, if he don't want the Chino fight, which is action, he got to train for Chino. Then, you know, but now you gave that is an option. Danny at the chubby weight division.
Damn, you want me to go back up?
Nah, I mean, but you like
wait.
Chubby weight means you heavier than you supposed to be for your natural weight. Like, you probably should be what? Like a 60, 70 pounder? Not cutting, I mean natural walk around. What you think you would be?
Natural walk around?
What was you in the Army walk around?
Shit, 205? 205.
But how tall are you? You can't be a
5'10".
cruiser.
I'm 5'10", but that's what I'm saying.
5'10".
Like, I was an unhealthy 205.
Yeah, so you got to be like
but
180.
But like when I was playing football in high school, I was 175.
Yeah, you should be like 175, 180, I think.
You feel me?
5'10". Because Bradley used to be 147, balloon up to 80 while he's commentating on, you know, in between fights. And look at him now. You know, he definitely like 200.
Word.
Yeah, Kevin, we do have the chubby weight division. We do have the chubby weight division because, you know, there are guys that are like 5'6", 300 pounds. They can't be fighting heavyweights that are 6'6", 220. It's physically, they're at a disadvantage. So we did create a division for the chubby weights, baby. What up, Caesar? You wrapping up?
Yes, sir. Yo, yeah, man. I just want to say, great show, man. I'm super fucking pumped up for Border Wars being back. So let's get together. Let's get working. And great show as always. TV for life, baby.
For sure, man. For sure. Appreciate the call. I'm getting guys hitting me up. Listen, get to negotiating with the person you want to fight with, man. That's all I could tell you, because that is definitely the hardest part of this is matchmaking. Everybody's like, yo, get me this guy. I don't want to fight that guy. Like, this is, I love Border Wars because of that, because it like shows you real life negotiating. Like, I've had to send people videos of certain opposition, and then they're like, nah, you ain't got nobody else. And it's like, nah, you ain't got nobody. And it's like, damn, I sent you 4 videos, bro. Like, 4 different people. Like, how hard is it for you to make a decision on who you want to fight? Like, everybody's basically novice, but
yo, they're saying chubby weight is TBV's versions of the WBC.
we came up with it first. We came up with it first. But yeah, it makes complete sense. It is kind of the Bridgerweight.
We got Carlos on on Discord.
Discord?
Yeah.
Let's see. Looks like we got a lot. So BX the Don, what up? Is he up first? Kenny?
Yo, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, first time calling in. Shout out TBV. Y'all doing a great job, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
I'll be over here trying to communicate through the super chats and shit. Y'all see me, but now I'm calling in. First I want to talk about the whole Errol Spence, what he got going, what he gotta have going on. He gotta fight Stanionis right now. That was ordered by the WBA because they got too many fucking belts. So that's what's going down next. Boots has gotta fight Keith Thurman. You know, he said him and his father, Ozzy, have been steadfast in saying, we only fighting, we ain't moving backwards. We either fighting somebody with a belt or we fighting the dudes at the top. The only dudes ahead of him is Virgil and Keith. Keith, we know he wants the check. So for him, biggest check outside of Spence is Boots. That's what's going down. In terms of the Crawford situation, I tried to do some research, man. I don't know about this BLK Palm shit. I don't want it to go down the way the Mickey Bay Tevin Farmer situation shit went down, where they ain't have the money, they ain't come up with the bread. So I went and looked them up. They got an app on the App Store or whatever. The company that put the app out is called Endavo Media. I tried to do some research on Endavo Media. Ain't nothing to find. I don't know what they trying to hide. They ain't even got no trademarks or nothing filed. So I'm digging. I don't see no names connected to it. Shit looking a little shaky. I don't know what to say. They better make sure that shit is bonded to the commission before they head into that, man, ahead of time. You talking about 10 mil and ain't looking too good. But hey, that's Crawford's business. That's my call, man.
Appreciate you, champ. Damn, I try to hit my sources. That ain't work. They're keeping it close in terms of what's going on with Barrios. Let's see who's next. Casual, what up?
What up? What up? First I want to say, I don't know what's the meat munching they doing on Thurman. If Earl would have came off that car crash and didn't fight his mandatory, let's say he went and fought, lip and nets or some shit like that, they would have been on his ass.
Word.
Thurman comes back off his loss, fights a 140 pounder, and they talking about 3 titles. I don't know where they get that from. As far as Boots goes, he needs that Thurman fight. The man has 28, 29 fights. He's not with PBC. He need him a big fight before he get that belt, because it's just not gonna happen. Earl and Crawford, they looking at money. They not looking at being a dog no more. Earl may say big fish, but he talking money. He not really talking that grit that he had when he went to go fight Brook. So if they looking at Boots and they saying people ducking him, dodging him, well, if you paying me $2 million to go fight a dude that's an up and comer and he's a slugger and a boxer and he's swift on his feet, shit, nigga, I ain't fighting his ass either. What you mean? We trying to be undisputed in the weight class, but people mad at Crawford. But shout out to Crawford, he getting paid. They just need to get through this thing. Earl is not getting on that Stanonius fight. He has to fight Stanonius, which would be a decent fight. It's not gonna be a bad fight like people think. And then we gonna get these fights in the later half of next year or the early half of next year. It just is what it is. Boxing being a bitch right now, but we got to stick through it because we can do about it. But that's my call.
All right, champ. Who next?
In Jesus' name.
Who next? N.O., what up?
Ooh. How my audio sound, Ness?
You straight?
We good?
So far.
All right, bro. I'm tired of doing this shit with the TBV callers, bro, because this wasn't the topic that I wanted to come in and talk about, bro, but this dude name keep coming up for some reason, and I don't understand why, bro. I don't know how many times I got to go back and forth with y'all about explaining what Keith Thurman is in the boxing game right now. This dude he's the stepping stone at 147. I don't know how many times me and you or me and the TBV callers got to go back and forth on this shit, bro. But that's where he at right now. You know what I'm saying? He can't beat nobody at the top, man. Whoever in the top 4, whoever in the top 4 of that division, he can't beat them, bro. He's a stepping stone. It's time for him to pass the torch. You fight Jaron Ennis, you the name that can take Jaron Ennis and put him into a title fight, man. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. If he fights Staniosis beat Thurman. He's in a title shot position. Virgil Ortiz, whoever fight Thurman and beat him, that's next level right there. Thurman, he done picked up the Amir Khan handbook. He not gonna fight none of them dudes. He just want a shot at the title every time he feel like fighting. Or when he want to do a tune up, he go get some duck that just come out of, you know what I'm saying? Come out of hiding. They just want to get a paycheck, bro. Like, we gotta stop that shit with this Keith Thurman shit, bro. He a stepping stone. Let's just accept it. Maybe he can pull off an upset in these fights. We don't know. But until then, he the new Andre Berto. He the new Amir Khan. Like, dog, he almost got knocked out by Lopez, bro. I told you before that fight, he wasn't ready for the top. He go on there, he fight Pacquiao, get his rib broke, he'll spit out his mouthpiece, Now he running all over the fucking ring. Now he get in there with this dude that Tank just knocked out. He still got to spit his fucking mouthpiece out, dog. This dude heard him. Like, what you want to see the man get killed? That's what we doing. I understand why he can't do something before he get the title shot, dog. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with him fighting somebody within the 5 and then get a title shot? But you're gonna throw him in there with one of them dudes for a paycheck. He gonna get slept, and then we gonna say, well, Keith Thurman ain't got no move. We already saw the signs before shit even happened. Like, what is we doing, man? We gotta kill this Keith Thurman shit. If he gonna get in there and fight one of them dudes and end his career, cool. But stop making it like somebody hating on this dude, man. He ain't do nothing to get that opportunity. Y'all gotta calm down with that shit, bro. Like, he had his time. He had his time. He shit the bed. Now it's over with. We on to some new shit now. So people really want to mix it up and get this shit popping. We ain't got time for nobody who, man, I feel like fighting. I want to run to the bank, grab some bread. Then after he get the bread, he go back to the same bullshit. Come on, man. I'm done with that shit, man. Like, Crawford and Spence, dog, whatever the fuck they gonna do, let them niggas do that shit. If they gonna fight, they gonna fight. If not, give us some good fights, man. You feel me? Because it seemed like everybody business now. We like, man, Crawford all about the glory. Crawford, it ain't about the fuck the money. Crawford just want to fight and all that. The whole while this dude doing better business than everybody. But he the one that want to do all, we want to fight for the glory and undisputed and shit. He the one, he get 10 million out to fight Avaneysan. And Spence about to go fight Boost or some shit. And you gonna tell me Spence doing better business? It's all about the money. And that's everybody all talking about the glory, undisputed. I won't be the greatest of all time and all that. But it's really about the fucking money. It always been about the money. So let's stop fooling ourselves, man. That's my call, man.
All right.
I'll let you.
Thank you for calling in, brother. Thank you for choosing us to air it out. Anybody else want to express their frustrations, call in. You know the number to call in is 1425-569-5241. Also, add Nestor Gibbs on Discord. C-Dub.
Yo.
Yo.
Audio.
All straight.
All straight. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Hey, man. Shout out ENO, man. You know, when I got to the back call, man, people, you ruffle a little feathers, man. If you're not going to be a robot or a dude boy. I've been saying it's all about money. But, boxing, then, like Lethal was saying, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. They could trick you and have this facade, and it's a sleight of hand. They had the lights and the pyroglyphs going on over here, but then they have them fighting a tomato can over there, and it's just you don't know what's going on. You think it's so spectacular, but it's not. It's not, man. It's all about money, man. They may make you believe it's about competition. They make you think they want to be the best and fight the hardest fight. They don't. They want the easiest fight with the most money. That's what they want. Boots. Who is Boots going to fight? Boots is going to fight somebody that accepts the challenge, because we know Ortiz is not going to accept the challenge. We know Errol is going to vacate. So they're just going to continue to go down the line. You got some Ukrainian person there. You got Keith Thurman there, but we know Keith is not going to accept it. Boots is not with PBC. Let me say that again. Boots is not with PBC. It's all about money, people. It's all about money. So if you're not with PBC, then the bag and the fight to make is with Spence and Keith. If you Al Heyman, that's just what it's about, man. Sorry to tell y'all. Boots. You know what? Bud maybe could get Blue Blood to holler at Boots, and then they maybe could make a unification in Omaha on Black Planet. They maybe could do that next. They could be next. They could be next. Because Keith and Spence is gonna fight, and that's gonna be a big fight. So
It's all about money, man. I'm glad we all here now. We all see it now. You know what I'm saying? And Keith, it used to be about passing the torch. It used to be about, all right, I'm gonna lead a ladder for somebody to come up. But it ain't like that no more. Life has changed, man. People want to go out on top. People want to go out and be able to walk the streets and say they went out on top. And if you go out fighting the boots, you're not gonna go out on top. You're gonna get knocked out. So, hey, man, that's just what it is, man. This is reality, man. Y'all just wake up, man. I'm glad we got some people that's woke like ENO. You know, it's always been about money. It's about money, man. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button.
All right. We still got callers. Who next?
TBV.
What up?
Fellas. Y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man. But Boots, man, I don't see it happening, man. I don't see Boots getting that opportunity, man. We know what it is in the sport. Like, he's a high risk, low reward. He brings really nothing to the table as far as, a big fanfare. So I don't see him just getting no opportunity like that. He's gonna have to continue to do what he's doing, and hopefully, just like he did, petition that Mando position, and continue to get in that spot. I don't see no Keith Thurman, fighting him. Rashida L. I don't see none of these guys fighting him right now. It sounds good, but especially not a Keith Thurman. Like I said yesterday, Boots is with Showtime out, and Keith is one of Al's first fighters, so I definitely don't see that happening. I could definitely see Keith probably fighting a Ugas or Cody Crawley. Like y'all mentioned before, he had that. They both got a common opponent in Josecito Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Cody Crawley just coming off that win, and Keith Thurman doing what he did to Josecito, and that round where he, to face that little adversity that went viral. So you know what I'm saying? They probably do that Keith Thurman versus Crawley over there, but I don't see no Keith Thurman Boots. That's not happening, man. Boots, like I said before, I think Boutier should have been on that would have been a good choice, you know what I'm saying, to put on there. I think, he showed resistance. That's who Stanley is won that belt from. He's gonna do little dirty shit, in the ring. Let's see if Boots, can deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's gonna show resistance. He ain't gonna just come to foe and just lay down. So I think Boutiev is a nice direction to go if he can't get none of these over top names. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Keith Thurman and Rashidi Ellis, he only got one fight with PBC over there. He only got one round there, so I don't see that happening. I think Boutiev is probably the position that the route they'll go over there. But yeah, that's really all I got, man.
All right. Who next?
Let's see who we got. We already went to everybody.
We got
on
callers
Blog
on
Talk.
Discord right now. We're just waiting for Canada to bring them on. Looks like we got
Everybody,
Majid. What up?
like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Yeah, man. Look, I say just with Boots and all this shit he's saying, I feel like what he's saying is true. They could have made that decision, on whatever. But check, like, Errol Spence, IBF route to Cal Brook, he ain't want no step aside or nothing. He just stayed in his position till he got what he wants. So my best advice for Boots is just to do that. Like, you right there, it's going to happen sooner or later, like, at least a shot. I ain't saying the Spence fight. But, yeah, man, it is what it is. All these fighters now that we've been wanting to see fight for the last 3-4 years, and the shits ain't been made, all of this shit is they gonna have people behind them that's knocking on the door. So fight, or somebody else knocking on that door, and y'all gonna have to do something or vacate. But I ain't really sure if my service fucking up or not. Everybody like the video? I'm out.
All right. Your service was good, champ. Who next? Who next? Paco, what up?
Anybody else? And we still doing Untitled Ness?
Yeah, we're doing Untitled 9 a.m. We got the makeup. Got to make up for yesterday's. Looks like Paco's not there, and since he's not there, we about to spin. Uh-oh, special feature. You still ain't get your surgery, man, so don't tell me. I guess that means you ain't in Border Wars for 2023, February 25th, huh? Special feature. Special feature. You got to unmute yourself, special feature. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Join us. Bougie, what up?
Hello.
Bougie. Bougie. Unmute.
Well, bring Woke Danny, Instagram and Twitter.
Brandon, what up? Cincinnati.
What's going on, brother? Can you hear me?
We hear you, man.
Yeah, Discord decided to work today. That's what's up. As far as Boots, bro, as far as him saying he would have took the fight in a heartbeat, I actually believe him. I think he would have. He's young, hungry, full of, vigor and enthusiasm. But I honestly don't think Showtime, Cameron Duncan, or his dad would have let him just go in there, fight on a different network on like a 40-some days notice for chump change. Like, it's just not good business. So it sounds good, but you got to think, man, he got a father who had two failed sons who tried this boxing thing. So he's trying to get this shit right with Boots. He ain't about to just throw Boots in there for pennies on a dollar on 40-some days notice on a network nobody's ever heard of. Like I said, it sounds good coming from the fighter, but if we being realistic, he wasn't gonna fight no Bud in 2 months for probably the money Avaneysan's getting. So let's just cut the shit. As far as if they were to fight, though, it is a great fight. I do think Boots is naturally more gifted than both Bud and Errol when it comes to just God-gifted ability. He is more talented than both of them. But I have yet to see Boots in a fight where nobody's withheld the early storm yet. I want to see what he's going to do when somebody isn't overwhelmed with the speed and the reflexes and it's round 4 or 5 and he's getting timed a little bit. Well, how does he react to that? Because right now he's just overwhelming everybody with his just natural abilities. He hasn't been forced to think. Similar to what Gary Russell's little brother. Remember, he fought. Everybody thought he was just this wrecking ball. He was just running through people. And he got in there with Francis Bartholomew, a veteran who put up some resistance. So we've seen that, it's some chinks in the armor. He's got some flaws that he needs to work on. So that's what I want to see from Boots, what he's going to do when somebody, withholds that is able to withstand that early storm. But yeah, as far as him fighting Bud next,
why you
like I
saying
said,
that
I think he would have did it, but
why
I'm
you
calling
saying-
cap on
why you
the
saying
powers
Boot-
that be.
Why you saying Boots wouldn't have took the money that Avaneysan getting? You don't know the money Avaneysan getting, and all we know is that it's
Avaneysan getting pennies.
Can I finish
if
talking?
Bud getting 10
Can I
million,
finish
Avaneysan's
talking?
getting pennies,
Can I
bro.
finish
Let's be
talking?
real.
Can I finish talking? Because you lying. I'm telling the truth. We played the interview. The manager said he did the deal in 24 to 48 hours, and he did it because the money was that good. And it was a title shot. So, like, you just saying whatever you want to say. Paco, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all just be saying shit because your favorite fighter looking bad. Like, how you gonna come on and say he'd have never took it for the money Avaneysan took it when the manager say the money is good, it ain't great, but the title shot, it's hard to get my fighter a title shot. So good money and a title shot. Like, what is he talking about? Like, my man acting like he got the number. What's the purse? Why you ain't tell us what Boots wouldn't have took? Motherfuckers just be lying. That shit crazy how y'all just lie for a grown man that don't even fucking know you, bro. They don't know you. Like, y'all come on here spitting these narratives for these dudes. They don't even know y'all. Bougie, what up? Bougie. Broward.
Going once. Going twice.
Jump off, jump in, brother. Because you ain't moving. You ain't hearing nothing.
Going 3 times.
We hear nothing.
Nobody on Blog Talk.
You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241.
And for all the YouTube members, we will be going live in 20 minutes with Untitled.
Yeah, man. So we out. We was trying to wait for Bougie to give him his call, but
GTO,
we not hearing you.
Ringwalk,
Davidian,
Danny.
what up?
Yo,
What up?
what's good? What's up, Ness?
You straight. This Bougie got no internet in Miami.
All right, y'all can hear me okay? Nah,
Yes.
I just wanted to come on and just say, great show. I mean, Earl Spence is gonna fight who he gonna fight. You know, Boots. I mean, let's see who he fights. The Rashidi Ellis fight would be interesting. Or whoever he gonna fight. And then we got to see how the Crawford thing gonna play out. But these guys gonna fight who they gonna fight, and just another great show. It's actually pretty nice out here in Buffalo, so that's all I wanted to say. Shout out to all the callers and you guys. God bless y'all.
All right. That is everybody. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one in about 20 minutes for Untitled right here on youtube.com/members or / the Boxing Voice members, right? Go to the members tab. This is how you do it, right? So this is what you should be seeing if you come here to our YouTube live show. You see me and Danny. Then you're like, oh, I don't want to see those guys. I want to see the next episodes. You click this Boxing Voice tab. That brings you to our main page. You click this members tab, and all you members, all your private content is right here. Just scroll down to unlimited content. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Peace.
Ringwalk.